Hello, hello, hello. I'm having a connection issue, something going on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what was going on there.
Just before we start, oh yeah, we're our live, right? Okay, yeah. I was gonna tell you that I thought I had found another comparable program to Restream, and it allows live callers.
Sorry, we lost you there for a minute.
Okay,
I'm
can you
back.
hear
Are
me?
you back?
You're back. You're back.
Okay.
I thought I had found something comparable to Restream that would allow live callers to call in.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. But it's not better because it doesn't combine all the chats. Like you can go live on every one, but they do it the way that IG does it, where you have to have the page open and then put the stream key in there. And then you have to, there was like, if you want to see the chats for that one, you have to go to that page. So you have to have all the pages open and follow each one on their separate page. It doesn't combine all the chats. So it wasn't a good fit. So I just said no.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, it's difficult to find that, and it's interesting because I'm not. Um, I was looking at a thing that just popped up and said there's somebody on Facebook, and yet I don't see any comments on Facebook, and yet I mean on the screen on Facebook, and yet there was a comment that was posted. So I thought,
Yeah,
how
all of these
interesting.
say YouTube.
Say again? Yeah, although YouTube, exactly. So I'm like,
Restream did tell me how to make all, like, you know how yours shows the Restream bot and it shows all the chats, like, so in your YouTube it'll show your Facebook chats, it'll show your Twitch chats. They
yeah.
showed me how to do that. I just needed to go and enable the bot on the back end. So
Oh, is that
once you
right?
enable the bot, then it'll do it. Because I was like, why aren't all my chats showing up? And they said, well, all platforms don't allow it. I said, yeah, but YouTube does. And they said, oh, and she sent me a link and told me how to do it, and I did it. So I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see.
Well, and it's interesting that when I don't know how this happened for me either, because Shauna asked me the same question. I think and Julie asked me, and I'm like, I don't know. The only thing I think of is I turned the bot on in Discord, and maybe that's how it happened
Yeah.
because Discord allowed us to do the communication.
So the same place that you go to unblock somebody, that link, that's where you go to enable the bot, and it'll make all of your chats come through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was another piece of software or something. I wasn't sure.
I was like, well, do you have to upgrade and pay more? Like, what is it? Why is it working? And they finally told me today that you just have to do that feature, and they sent me the link and it worked. Well, I clicked it. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see.
Yeah. Super, super.
Yeah.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Sen, Calling on Angels, which is Bonnie. Nice to see you in. Sharon, Go. Pam over at Unbalanced Libra. Nice to see you in. And JoJo, nice to see you in as well. Hopefully, everybody's having a good week so far. It's funny because the system is kind of working funky, so be patient with me. I see Angie off to my left in a small screen moving, but the Angie I see on the big screen is frozen. So I'm like, I'm seeing a frozen Angie.
It's moving for me.
Oh no, it's moving everywhere else except for my screen. So
okay.
I can see you on the small screen, but on the big, it's like no. But everywhere else is fine. So my system will eventually catch up with itself, I'm guessing. So hey, creating balance. Hey, Cynthia, nice to see you in as well. So go ahead, Angie, share us the update. What's happening in just about 24 days? Is it 20 days?
Brandon will be a high school graduate and a community college graduate all at the same time. We will be done with high school and well on our way to college.
The
I am
happy
so
dance.
happy. I am so ready to be done. Like I am so ready to be done. Like we just checked off prom, boop. Next one is tomorrow's a graduation, and then at the end of the month is our final graduation. Keena's daughter has her cord ceremony for her CTE. She took CTE classes all the way through, and she gets a cord for that. So we have that next week. So every week this month we have something going on. It's worse than a birthday. Plus her birthday's this month too. So we have all of that stuff. So every single week it's something. But we're almost there. I'm holding on strong.
And this one's worth it. This one's worth it because it's like the major event in your life. It's wonderful.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yes.
but it means to be able to celebrate the fact that your son is not only graduating high school but getting his associate at the same time. How wonderful that must feel to
That
be. I mean, he's got
is.
that jump up in front of everybody else in life. That's
Yes, that
amazing.
is so good. And I don't understand why they don't funnel that into all the kids when they come to the school. Like in ninth grade, that should be a part of your orientation, is what they should tell you how beneficial it is for you, because either way they have to take the classes, they can just get the credit for it. Like
Exactly.
my son's friend, he took all the classes, but they didn't tell him he could get the degree. So they didn't funnel him into that program. So he took the same classes that Brandon took, but
Hmm.
he's not getting the degree because they didn't um make sure that he took all the classes. Like since he never nobody ever expressed that that's what he wanted to do, they didn't make sure, and so now he has a couple more classes. So I think if he like takes them over the summer, he'll get it, but he
Hmm.
won't have it when he graduates. And I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. And he didn't even know until Brandon told him.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
Ain't that a blip? Ain't that a blip? I know that Michael took a finance class, and in that finance class did the dual one, but all the other ones not. And
Yeah.
so and that one, Michael was like, "Well, I'm not going to go to college." So, and then when he applied for college, I'm like, "See, you would have," but that never went anywhere. So it's not so bad. Hey, Shauna, nice to see you in. Good to see you in as
And
well.
the only reason I knew is because I got an email and I was like, hey, what is this? And so I asked this counselor and she explained it to me. And I was like, oh, well, definitely I want to do that. And so then she just mapped all the courses that he needed to take. And so, and we just funneled into those classes that he needed to take
Yeah.
in order to get the degree too.
Yeah, I know when Michael was going to take the class, we asked what's the difference because what would be, and I know that they take a one additional like test or something. It's because it's the college level test, but it's the same class. It's just they had to take a college level test versus a high school level test, and so they take the college level test instead of high school level, and they get the college credit and it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's like you said, you're doing it anyway. You got to sit in there anyway. Why not get credit for it?
Hey, Patricia, is it Patricia V?
And Anjani and Brenda as well. Welcome in, and
Hey,
Cassandra Lewis. Nice
Cassandra.
to see you in.
Hey, Miss Shauna.
I was just trying
And hey,
to.
Kelly Dix. It's good to see you in.
Absolutely. Yeah, good to see everybody in. I tell you what, it's been crazy. All of a sudden, it's like this is just a busy time of year. It's like there's an energy that has picked up, and it's like craziness going on everywhere. Everybody I talk to, it's like a lot's happening for them right now. It's like a lot of stuff going on, and I don't know. It's like it's interesting because there was weird energy and lethargic energy before the eclipse, and now it's like everything went on autopilot and is in a fast way. And it's like holy
Yeah.
crap,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable.
Somebody said they never seen a month get out of here so fast as April, because April was here and gone before you know it.
It did indeed. It did indeed. When I was like, wait a minute, it can't be May already, but it is.
It
And my
is.
May calendar has filled up big time because I have a book signing on Friday. I have a psychic fair on Sunday. I have a showcase table at a major event on Tuesday for my book, and then I have another psychic fair. I think it's not that next weekend, but the one. And then of course I have a book signing, another book signing. I mean, I'm like, I've got things boom,
Those
boom,
are
boom,
all
boom,
good
boom.
things, John. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
No, it is good stuff, but
At
it's like
least none of
my
them is
calendar
like I
was
need to
empty
go get a
when
prostate exam. See, those are
exactly,
not good things.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I would rather have this than that. That's for sure. But it's interesting how the calendar filled up so fast. It was like it was empty, and then like a week as this past week, as things started at close, it's like boom, and I'm like, holy crap! But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I can't complain.
Miss Bonnie said you are hard to book it now. It's hard to book you for anything now.
No,
Don's
I
like,
always
no,
have time
I'm
to make
available
money.
for everything. I'll pencil you in right here. I got 1 hour right here. Let's get it done.
I can say I always have room for money, so I can fill you in. I'll put you in somewhere.
Exactly. Always got time for money.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, with that said, why don't we get to it? Tell me,
Ready?
who are you drawn to?
Oh. I like Mars, anything the universe wants me to know.
Okay. I'm going to let you read for Mars by yourself because I read for them last Thursday. And so I don't really catch, I don't have a lot of new energy,
Okay.
but definitely it was interesting because I was overlapping Mars and LMT, and I was kind of getting this double kind of thing
Oh,
going on.
okay.
So
Um,
but Go ahead and go ahead.
So Mars, are you still here? Immediately when I got it, they showed me window shopping, like you walking down the street and you're just shopping for things that you want. But instead of it being you looking into a department store, you're looking into different windows of your life, different opportunities of your life. So you're walking down a normal street and it's like you're looking in windows. And it's just in this window, it's like, oh, this is the career I could have, and this is the house I want, and this is the car. So you're window shopping, but it's like just select the things that you want and you'll receive them. I feel like you are trying to make a big purchase because they show me money. They show me stacks of money trying to be saved. So are you saving for a big purchase and trying to and getting a little bit impatient with the process? So I feel like you're trying to buy a house or some kind of property. I don't feel like it's a vehicle. It seems like a house, but I see that you're shopping, you're looking, and you're looking for all the things that you want to buy or the house. Like, I don't feel like you've made a permanent decision. It's a desire, but you haven't put um any any details into what you want. Like, oh, I want a house. Well, do you want a 2-story house? Do you want a ranch style house? Do you want it in a city? Do you want it in a country? Like, you haven't put any details to it. And so they're saying, okay, these are all the options that you have. What do you want to give us something to work with? And then they're saying, they're showing me the 9 of Swords, so you're really stuck on something, or you're really worried about something that's keeping you a little bit up. Is it a relationship, or is it some kind of if it's not a love relationship, then it's a close relationship, an intimate relationship with somebody that you're having a little bit of conflict with, and you're worried about it, and it's kind of keeping you up at night, is how they're showing it to me. Because I see the Knight of Swords, but I see the Two of Cups, and with the Two of Cups, they're pulling apart. Like, the cups aren't going together; they're pulling apart and getting further and further and further apart. And then in the middle, there's a black void in between you two, or in between the two people in the Two of Cups. So I see you trying to purchase, make a large purchase, but you haven't put any details in it. So the universe is wanting to know what it is that you want. And then there's some conflict that you're dealing with, and they're saying just kind of breathe. Like, that's what they're forcing me to do, just like breathe. It's like somebody's pushing down on my chest and saying breathe, exhale, let it out, and just let it flow, and then it'll pass. You're holding on to it and you're not speaking. Like, they're showing me a hand over your mouth, so you're not even speaking up either. You're just kind of letting these things happen. And they're saying, just kind of breathe, exhale, and speak your piece, and then it'll pass on, or the relationship can go whichever way it's going to go. Either you're going to continue to be whatever you are, or you're going to completely pull apart. But speak your piece and stop holding back for fear of what could result. So that's what I got. And you're not responding, so I don't even know if you're in the chat.
Are you still here?
If not, she got in and out really fast because she came
Mars,
in.
did you leave us?
So I don't know where she went.
Oh, well. Well, also, I remember her time because you started somewhere around the 10-minute mark, I think, right? 10, 11-minute mark. So, oh, she's here. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Does Mars is that and ask just in time. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, super. So,
All right. So, all right. I hope that resonated for you or gave you some enlightenment. But I do feel like with the house or the large purchase, they're saying just be a little bit more patient. It is coming. It's divine timing. Like, you want it now, 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 and they're saying it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. Just continue to stay in the mindset that you're in and doing the activities that you're doing to save or to make progress toward getting whatever it is that you need to be done. Like, whether it's getting your credit in order, whether it's finding a lender, whatever it is that you need to do, continue to work on those things, and it's going to fall in line. Like, the 9 of Cups is what I'm showing, is that your wish fulfillment is going to happen. So that's what I got for Mars.
all right, super.
And Johnny, you missed the relationship reads this morning with Miss Bonnie and Miss Julie. They were this morning. Oh, is Miss Julie on the road now?
No, she goes on Friday.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said after live, so you meant on Friday after live. Okay.
Yeah, she leaves on Friday. Absolutely.
All right. All
And
right.
talking about Friday, if you are in the Phoenix metro area, please, and you have some time in the morning, you are invited to come to my book signing. And oh, that's not the one. Sorry, that's one. That's a different one. I
That
have
one is
another one.
cool. I like that one. I like the colors and everything. That one really popped.
Yeah, this one is for later in the month. This one is on the 11th, and this will be a Saturday between 12 and 3. And I'll have a book signing over at Missy's Mysteries, and that's here in Scottsdale Road. It's on right off of Scottsdale Road and Shea Boulevard. And so on the 11th we'll have that one. And on Friday I'll be in Peoria Friday morning at 10 a.m. to talk about my book and also to do book signing and that kind of stuff. So if you're in the area, please consider one or both of those. That would be great. Who is next on the list,
I've
Miss
never
Angie?
heard of Jackie Briley.
Okay, there you go.
And Johnny said, "Oh, I thought you were a relationship coach."
If he only knew. Hmm. Where do you see a Johnny though?
It's the last comment that just came up above. Gotcha Roblox funny or Gachi.
I don't see
So,
Johnny.
do you see Lotus Siren? It says, "Hey Angie and Don,
Yeah, I
can
see
I?"
Lotus Siren.
Okay, so then after that is Anjani Inez,
I see a Gotcha, and then I see a Johnny.
and then
Oh,
before that is the. Oh yeah, it says, "Ah, okay, I thought you were a relationship coach."
okay, so it's on. Okay, and Johnny. I thought you were saying Johnny, and I'm like Johnny.
Oh no, on
Johnny. Yeah,
Johnny.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was actually looking for Johnny. I'm like, where's Johnny? Johnny, come in.
Yeah. All right, Jackie, do you have a specific question, or you just want a general? You know, when I see the word love, I start ticking.
I know. When I saw that, I thought, is she looking for a love reading? It says no, would love a reading, and I'm like, okay, I had to read it twice. I'm thinking, Angie, what did you do?
I would have been like, "Oh, I didn't see that correctly, Don. That was the wrong person."
A general, she says.
Okay. The first thing I heard was allow space and time. So, is there a conflict that is happening in your life, and you need to allow somebody time to get over what the situation was? They're showing me the Queen of Swords, so I feel like you spoke candidly to someone, like you didn't hold back. You said your piece. I don't feel like you were rude. You said your piece to someone, and they're needing a little bit of space and time to digest what you said, because they're showing me that Queen of Swords, and you just cut through the BS and was like, you just spoke your mind about it, and they're needing a little bit of time to let your words kind of settle in, but they'll see the truth of what you said. They're just a little bit kind of like, how your ego gets bruised when somebody says something. It feels like it was a work relationship, or you told somebody about their work performance or something. It feels like it was something that may have happened at work. And you spoke your mind, and they're just a little bit kind of butthurt, as people say about it. But time will heal all that, and you'll be fine. It was actually something that they needed to hear, and they're saying don't worry about it, which I don't think that you're worried about it either. You said your piece and you moved on. Like, it is what it is. It needs to be said. Somebody, look, she needed to know, is the attitude that they're giving me. Like, this person needed to know that they were out of line or out of pocket, or that they weren't doing whatever they were supposed to do. So then I see you in a vehicle. They show me you in a car, and there's other people in a car. Do you have littles, or are there, like, there's several people in a car with you? You're driving, and there's people behind you, and it seems like it's a little noisy, but it seems like it's a fun trip that you're going on. So for me, that's you taking a journey. You're going somewhere. You're going on a trip. You're traveling, but it seems to be fun. Like, you have on sunglasses. I feel like it's the daytime, or that dusk part of the day, because it's not super bright, but it's also not nighttime. So it's that dust part of the day. You're on a trip, you're traveling, you're going somewhere, but it's a fun thing. And there seems to be like, okay, yes, next month. So they're saying have fun. You're gonna have a great time. Is it to a water park, or is it something for the kids? Because it seems to be they're splashing water, or they're showing me like a river fall, a waterfall or something, where you're going to a water park or something like that. But it seems like you're gonna have a great time. Don't worry about it. They're showing me a purse or a bag of money, so I think you'll be fine. You'll have more than enough. Oh, she just returned from a cruise. Oh, oh, but next month she's going somewhere too. Oh, okay. Oh, you're going to Florida. Okay, okay. They're showing me that. Okay, cool. And they're showing me a bag of money, so you'll be fine with having the money. Um, or you'll have enough money to do what you're going to do. It'll be a lot of memories, like, because they're showing me like photos, and they're like, are you a person who scrapbooks? Because they're showing me the photos and things, like just memories of you. And they're saying just have a good time. Um, and then I heard work will be there when you get back. Don't worry about it. Don't take your laptop. Don't answer any emails. Don't be worried about it at all. Just have a good time. Are you also going to visit family? Because I feel like you're reunited with family, because they're showing me the Four of Wands. And I don't see it as a love thing. I see it as a family. We're just getting together and we're going to have some fun and we're going to celebrate and have a good time. So that's what I got. Oh, you're retired. Um, oh, so it wasn't a work situation, but you did tell somebody about themselves. So they are saying that you are going to, oh, don't worry. Well, what are they saying? Don't worry about, or maybe don't worry about what's going on at home. Just go off and have a good time when you leave. Because whatever it is, they're telling you, don't worry about what you're leaving behind, and concentrate on what you're going forward to, or what you're going to have fun for. So don't worry about what's going on behind, or the communication or things that's happening. Oh, going to grandchildren going. Okay. All right. So they're showing me that it's going to be a nice celebration and create the memories. There's something about cookies. Do you make little sugar cookies or something with the kids or something? Like, it's a whole bunch of little things that they're showing me, but there's something about sugar cookies or some kind of cookies. Do you bake cookies or something? They're showing me that. Is that something that the kids like? And they're showing me s'mores. Like, they're showing me all kinds of good things that you're gonna do with the kids and that you're gonna have fun doing. And they're saying just to love it. Like, I even see you doing some things that you wouldn't normally do, like jumping in the like maybe jumping in the pool fully clothed and just having a good time with the kids. And then I guess that's it. That's all I got done. Oh, you do crafts. She does crafts. Okay, but they show me cookies.
Everybody, if you are on my side of the ledger, please pop over to Angie's side. Go to on the YouTube channel, find Angie, click on this link, and make sure you pop over and subscribe to Angie, because Angie does do readings with me, but she also does them in another night as well. So if you're looking for additional readings, that's a perfect opportunity to have Angie added, and therefore it'll pop up when she goes live. So make sure that you show Angie some love and click on that. Plus, also, don't forget to hit those like buttons and the subscribes and follows and shares and all them there things. Additionally, while you're at it, if you're on Angie's side, I invite you to come on over and visit my side too and hit that same button. And that would be a wonderful thing as well, because again, we don't go on live every time at the same time. So therefore, it gives you opportunities. Let's see, what do I get for Jackie? Jackie, I'm getting I know you're traveling and stuff, but I'm getting economic issues. So is money tight, and you're kind of worried about the economics of the cost for travel? Because there's definitely an economic question there, and it's money's a bit tight, and again, budget. And yes, if you don't need it, don't buy it. Not right now. Don't buy it right now. Put it off till tomorrow, because again, I feel the concern, the strain from the concern of economics. So the best way to err is err on the side of caution. So keep that money a little tighter. Don't spend if you don't have to. And then I do see that by the end of summer, that the money situation is going to be changing again. And after the end of summer, you're going to see again, there's not going to be a money constraint issue. There's not going to be the strain that it has right now. It's just that, again, there's just so much coming in at the same time, hitting you, boom, 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 boom. And you would not have generally planned it that way, but that's the way it worked out. And you're taking it as it comes, and that's a good way to do it. But again, make sure that for now you're budgeting, and if you don't need it, don't buy it. And don't be cajoled into lending money right now, because I also am getting a handout. I'm feeling somebody coming with a handout and asking for a little bit of cha-ching. Don't do it. Don't do it. And as Angie has said over and over again, look at my face. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm trying to find the video because she says it so well. Here it is.
No, don't do it. No.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yep. And if you do it, remember, it's not a loan. It's a gift, because you're not going to get it back. That's how I see it. So make sure that if you're loaning money to family, it's not a loan. as a gift, because you don't. The thing is, when that happens, we get in our own headspace and we rent that space in our head because we're angry with them, even though we knew better. So I'm like, go in with the right idea. Like, hey, I'm going to give a gift, and if it comes back, that's wonderful. If it doesn't, well, that's what it is. And then you just move on that way. And that's how life works. So Jackie, again, they're coming, knocking at the door for money. No lending, no lending. This is not a time. Again, watch your money, watch your budget. You'll be fine. You'll get over this. Okay.
Is
So
Jackie, is there a ceremony that's going to take place outside? Because they show me like green grass and they show me folding chairs. So it's either a graduation or a wedding or some kind of ceremony that's going to take place outside, or with like a podium or something. Like you're all sitting in chairs at a ceremony looking up at something at the stage. So some kind of something, and it's for a male. I feel like a male is either getting married or getting graduating or some kind of ceremony, but it seems the honor person seems to be a male. Is that correct? Birthday in July. Are you having some kind of party or something outside? Oh,
son.
your son. Is he graduating or is his birthday in July? Because I see it. It seems to be great. Oh, yes, I
His
don't know.
birthday's in July.
Okay. All right. So I see some kind of celebration outside. There's like I said, chairs lined up on the lawn, lots of people outside, and you seem to be focused on a male. It seems like it's going to be a good time. It's going to be great. Do you have some worries that maybe he's not, well, no, is there worries about him? No, I don't know why they're showing it to me, but they're showing me that it's going to be a celebration. Or you think he's not going to be able to show up, or that he won't be available to there? Because they're showing me that he will be there. They're making it seem like, yes, he will be present. So were you thinking that maybe he wouldn't be able to show up at the place that you wanted, or he wouldn't be able to come to wherever you wanted him to be? Because they're making it seem like, yes, he will be there, or he will be available for this celebration in July.
What Jackie was he away for a period of time and then he came back, and now he's back? Is that a temporary situation? But if you're moving, if you're again, yeah, it's interesting. I'm getting this feeling like he was away,
Yeah.
he came back, and is this a temporary back and then going away again, or is that the connection in Florida? Because I'm not sure.
Because they
Uh,
make it seem like it's confirming that he will be there, like he
yeah,
won't be gone, is how they're
yeah,
making it seem.
yeah. Because it's like I get the feeling like
Oh, he just got out the Navy.
he just got out. Okay, so
Okay,
so he was away and then he came back. Okay.
okay.
And is it and yes, because I got the feeling like away and then came back. And you enjoyed having him around because it's been a while since that's been the case. He's back for good. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. That explains the going away and coming back. Okay. But
And
but
why they thought it
Jackie,
was so significant.
yeah, Jackie, I don't mean to
Uh-oh.
uh rain on your parade, but I don't think he's going to be back there for good, wherever you are. I think that within a short period of time, he's going to have an opportunity elsewhere, and he's going to take it. Now, he may stay anchored with where you are, but I don't think he's going to stay there. I think an opportunity is going to present itself someplace else, and he'll be there. So I think it's like again a going in and out, like coming and going, because I think his job takes him to different places. Again, he has to go to that. I don't think it's not like a usual job that we have. I don't think I'm getting the feeling like his job, you have to go to the location to do the job instead of a corporate type job or whatever.
Oh, travel to the West Coast. Okay. Because that's why they kept making it seem like he'll be available. He'll be available. And I was like, well, what's the significance of saying he'll be there? So
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. Maybe you're thinking that he won't be there, or he would. So they're confirming that he will be there for
yeah,
this celebration.
on a
Oh,
boat.
on a
Okay,
boat.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Well, super. That gives confirmation to what I was getting because again, yeah. So yeah, he'll stay, he may stay anchored where you are, but again, I do see him doing a lot of in and out, a lot of that. So that's
Did
good.
he just receive some kind of honor or accolade? Because they're
I was
making it
asking
seem
the
like
same
he
thing in my
got
head.
some kind of honor or some kind of
Recognition.
ceremony where he received some kind of recognition or something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I felt that too. Did he just do
If he
something
hasn't, he
extraordinary?
will. Yeah. I felt like there was some kind of honor that was just bestowed upon him.
me get that QR code off of there. I forgot. Left it there so long. I was like, what? Get it out of there. So Jackie, did he get an honor, or is he in line for a recognition of some kind? Because again, I felt that same thing, that there was something that he did something and he was going to get recognized for having done so. You know, he retrieves from plane crash and shipwrecks. He was just honored. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, because I see all of that stuff happening. Okay, then that's good. Okay. All right.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like he's gonna rise up in rank very soon too, or he's gonna go up a next level, or however that situation goes. Because I feel like it's a whatever the ceremony is that I'm seeing, it's for whatever the next level up or whatever happens when you get to
Yeah.
the next, stage.
Yeah. I see controlled breathing. So does he do something with diving? Because I'm getting controlled breathing. And then I saw the word boat, and that kind of made me trigger and help me understand what the controlled breathing was. Because at one time I was wondering, why does he control himself so much? And it's
Oh, she
controlled
said
breathing.
he retrieves plane crash and shipwreck. So I guess he goes down in the water to retrieve the stuff from plane crashes and shipwreck.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was getting this earlier. He's a diver. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. Because I was getting that controlled, and I wasn't sure whether he's somebody who controls his emotions or he controls his breathing. And then when I saw the word boat, I'm thinking, this tells me a diver. He goes for bodies. Oh my gosh! Wow. Yeah.
She's very proud of him. There is a lot of pride in her. She loves talking about him. There's a lot of pride in
Yeah.
her for him. He just makes her so happy, and she's
Yeah.
so happy to have him back. She worries when he's gone.
Yes. Cheesy Whiz. Wow. And I just got a flash. You know what? The pieces just came together. It didn't make sense. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Talk about the light just came on. I just pieced some things together. Jackie, your son worked with the Francis Scott Key Bridge disaster, didn't he? He helped to bring those bodies up that were trapped by that bridge disaster, didn't he? I'm pointing. Sorry, it's rude. I know. Sorry. It's like Jackie, did he work on the Francis Scott Key Bridge disaster?
He's the youngest. Oh yeah, that's that baby boy.
That's the baby boy. That's mama's boy. Yes. Yeah. He started, but federal took over. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I got that. I'm like, okay, this is all this was connecting dots, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know where this is going.
I'm
Okay,
like, why are they giving us these random things? Any sense? We're like, why is okay. All right. Okay.
yes,
So that's why I think that may be where the honor is gonna come from
yep,
in that. He may get some kind of honor with that.
yep, absolutely, yep.
Okay.
His work and his service. Yep, that is
Okay.
wow,
So that
cool.
makes sense. I was like, where are we going with this? And so that may be the ceremony that I was seeing because it's
Yep,
it's it's, it's a celebratory thing, but it seemed to be some kind of honor or some kind of um ceremony. It didn't just seem
yeah,
like a regular birthday party. So it seemed like a ceremony. Okay.
absolutely.
Beautiful,
Right.
beautiful. Oh, that is so great.
Well, you
Thank
should be
him for
proud of
his
him then.
service.
Absolutely, and you should be proud of him for sure. And you should be proud of yourself for raising a son that was that that I mean, because I mean, of all the options that kids have these days, it's to serve is a wonderful thing. So it's quite a yeah. He received
Oh,
an
she
honor
said
point.
he got an honor coin. Okay. Because
Yes.
I see the recognition. I'm like, he's getting
Yeah.
accolades for it. It seems to be great. Miss
Yep.
Jackie, do you not like somebody's spouse? There seems to be a female spouse that you don't like. Do you
Oh.
not like somebody's
Oh.
spouse? Or not necessarily that you don't like them, but you don't not there may not be good enough for your child for your son. Like, do you have another
The
son? Do you not
shade,
like
Miss
somebody
Angie.
like one of the spouses?
The shade, Miss Angie. The shade. Where's that? Where's that?
Is
Where's
that the
that old?
person you had to get in line, Miss Jackie?
Where's that old fan you used to have with the shade? Remember that one?
Oh, okay, hold on. Look, God, I got so many of them.
Oh, Lord, you
Oh,
do
here it is.
indeed.
Shade. There it is,
There you
right there.
go. The shade, Miss Angie.
She
Yeah.
says your mother watched her son as a baby.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. See, I
Oh,
didn't live in Baltimore at that time. So I
okay.
didn't know. I left Baltimore young, and my mom. But I remember my mom did watch a lot of kids. She watched like 13 kids at one point,
Oh,
and had kids
wow.
in and out all the time. So I'm not totally surprised, but and that connection, and that's the Baltimore connection too. Yeah. So wow,
So
that's
Miss
cool.
Jackie, I don't get that it like she said it is a little difficult. I don't feel like it's going to be like a horrible relationship, but I do feel like you're gonna speak your mind a little bit. I feel like this person needs um a little bit more guidance, motherly guidance, and you're offering it and they're a little bit resistant, but you're persistent because not in a pushy over overbearing mother way, but in a guiding way, and this person just isn't ready for your guidance because I see the little bit of conflict or tension, but you mean well. I feel like when you give this advice and you're not being like, um a mama bear, you're just kind of giving this guidance and they will warm up to you. But I do see a little bit of the tension, and I don't feel like she's gonna go anywhere because I think you're wondering like, is she gonna be around? But I don't feel like she's gonna go anywhere soon. She seems to be a overall a nice person. It's just a little bit of conflict, maybe because she hasn't had a mom that is so involved. She just had a baby. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So are you giving her the guidance? Okay. So then she probably needs your guidance for that, but she's just not so open to it yet, but she will warm up to you and it'll be fine. And the I don't know that the relationship will be like the best, but it'll get better because she'll be more receptive to whatever guidance and help that you're giving to her.
Did you see the name of her son?
Yes, I did. I said, "Oh my gosh!" She said she loved Brandon. I was like, "Yes, listen, I
No
love
wonder you connected. No wonder you connected.
it."
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Miss Jackie,
And
my son's name is Brandon.
Angie's youngest as well. So
He's
not
my
only is
youngest.
her
Yeah,
son Brandon, but her youngest.
yeah.
So
Oh, that is beautiful. I like it, Miss Jackie. It was nice meeting you.
yes, yes, yes. It's interesting. My mom,
Awesome.
yeah, my mom. I remember my mom would when I talked to her on the phone because she would watch my sister's kids and other people's kids and all, but it kept her young. My mom chased after all these kids for periods of time, so it kept her young. And I never, again, I was off and gone at that point, so I didn't know anybody. And she'd talk about names and stuff, and she'd talk about all that, and I'm like, because I don't know who they are, but my mom acted like for some reason I would know, and I don't remember ever meeting Jackie. I'm sure we have Jackie, and don't be insulted. I mean, I could have met you, but I don't think so because again, when I came through, I visited short and then was gone. And at that time, I don't think my mom was watching. I caught in between watches of kids and stuff, but I remember, Lord have mercy, she used to watch tons of kids and even my sister's in-laws, some of their kids. It's like, holy crap.
Oh wow. She said she walked him on the field senior night as his mom. Oh my
Oh, that's
gosh.
cool.
That
Didn't know
is
that
so
either.
listen, connections come from everywhere, Don. That is beautiful.
They do. They
That's
do.
why I always tell people not to burn their bridges at all.
Yes.
I always
Yes.
say that, like like I told y'all a couple months ago, the car that we bought for my mom, I bought from a client who used to stay in the shelter when I worked in the shelter in Michigan, and she's pulled her life together and done everything, and she was in a position to sell something. And I always say, don't burn your bridges and always be nice to people. And that was one of the things that she says was she used to tell my mom, your daughter was so nice to me, she was so respectful, and so over all these years, we've maintained a relationship, and she was able to sell my mom a car. Yeah.
Nice. That's great.
Great. Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
beautiful. All right. Who's next?
Circle of life. Lord have mercy.
All right. Who's in the chat? Who's ready?
You're welcome, Jackie. You are welcome. Um, who is here and wants a reading? Do. I'm looking through the names. Do. Brenda, are you still here? Yours is a quick and easy one, I think. Brenda says, should I change job locations? Same company and same position, but another location. I'm like, get moving. Get what you waiting for? That's the energy I picked up quickly. Was what are you waiting for? If I could, I would. Is what I'm being told. So if the opportunity presents itself, absolutely, I think you should. I think it's going to, and again, I think it's going to give you some revitalized energy, and it's going to give you a spark that you've been looking for. And change is not always a bad thing. So embrace it as a good thing in this situation.
Is
So
it a longer drive, Miss Brenda? Like, are you going further out or something for this location? But I got the nine of Pentacles, so It seems to be all good. Are you going to get more
I
money
got the
from this
queen.
position? Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get that it's going to be a good move. So the answer seems to be yes. And I feel like you had already made the decision in your head. You just wanted a little bit more confirmation. But I feel like it's kind of like you they're showing me all your ducks in a row, and maybe you had one last duck to push over to line everything up, and this was that last little bit of confirmation. But I feel like you had already made the decision because it just seems like a great opportunity. But maybe there's some loyalty to your current team, and you feel like you don't want to um, leave them high and dry or something like that. But I feel like you're gonna go ahead and go because it's gonna be a great opportunity for you.
And it's interesting. Look at this. This is that again. This is the end of that work. So I see you closing it out. You know, that's the 10. So that's the close, and wands is work. So again, I see the closure coming there, and then again, the sun card is that the new. See the new baby riding the white horse. So again, that's the new energy of the new opportunity. So again, same job like you said, but a different place. But yeah, I see you in the new place and a new energy. And again, it's going to really give you some stuff. You were just afraid. Your fear was this, and that is that you may be making a rash decision, but you aren't. And again, the strength card said, you know what you needed, to do, and you did it. You know, that
Yeah.
infinity sign ahead of you, above you, is really important in that card. So again, this is in alignment with you.
You know what? Maybe you're leaving conflict. I got the Seven of Swords, but I feel like you're leaving it. Like this is you getting out of a chaotic situation and moving on to something better. So maybe that's why you're okay with the move. Like I thought it was because you didn't want to leave them high and dry, but maybe you're like, you know what? This is a better place. This may offer me a little bit more peace or opportunity for advancement. So you're going. And maybe you're leaving something behind. So this may be a strategic move on your part to just put you in a better position for either a raise or well, definitely seems like more money or
Yeah,
a higher level position with the move. So I feel like it's a good thing. And
I
then
think
I
so.
got this on the bottom. So if you don't go, that's you refusing something that's being offered to you. The
Yep,
Four of Cups, like we're offering it to you, and you're not seeing the opportunity. So they're saying go, go, go. I
yep,
feel like it's a good thing.
absolutely. Yep. While we wait for the next reader, I wanted to tell everybody this interesting story. Angie heard this already yesterday, but it's funny. When I was in Denver last week, I went to, and I felt I needed to go to Boulder to put my book in the store there, which it did eventually get there. And so I have a book in Denver at Herb and Arts, and in Boulder and Unity, their bookshop. But anyway, it's crazy. When I went to Unity, as I was telling the story of why I wrote the Book of Affirmations, which is my book, as you know. Anyway, got to plug the book.
A
As
great
I,
book.
Exactly. And as I was talking about it, the two ladies were looking at each other and they're like, we were just discussing about how we needed to add affirmations as part of our content. And she said, and so we drew you in, which I thought was quite nice. And I'm like, oh, that's an easy sell then. So there came my book. But it's interesting. She introduced me to another author, and his name is Michael Singer, and that's this book here. And it's the surrender experiment. And it's interesting because she said in this book, it's very much talking about surrender, which is what I talk about in my book, about how you have to surrender first, and then you use the affirmations, believe in them. You have to surrender to the fact that you can believe and trust in them. And once you do surrender and you trust, then it happens. Anyway, so she told me that I need to read this book, and she gave me this book as a gift. I asked, how much do I owe you? She said, no, I'm being called to give you this book. You need to read this book. So I said, that's wonderful. Now, I'd never heard of this author, never heard of him before, never that I can remember, nor the book. The next day, I fly back to Phoenix and into Scottsdale, into Phoenix for Scottsdale that evening. The next day, during that evening, I get a text from somebody that said, I'm reading your book. Would you come and talk to our little business organization tomorrow night and present your book? And I'm like, yeah. And she said, by the way, bring 5 more books. I want to buy them. I love this book. So I'm like, yeah, I'm there. So I went the next day. They went next evening, had a great meeting, sold a number of books to the folks. There was 12 entrepreneurs who, it's a very small circle of, for a reason. Anyway, and so sold some books. Once it broke up, this therapist started talking to me, and she said, I love your book. I love the whole idea of your book. Have you heard of Michael Singer and the? I'm like, I looked at her. I said, you won't believe this, but yesterday, I was given this book. I was gifted this book yesterday because I was told I needed to read it. And today, you then bring me the same book, to deliver to me the message of the same book. I said, there's something about that book or that author or both. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting the message. I'm going to take the message for sure and use it. But it was amazing how, again, I'd never heard of this person nor the book. And on 2 separate days, back to back, it comes to me. So it's like, okay.
Don, I didn't know that the second encounter was back here in Phoenix. I thought you were still there and that was the same group that was asking you about it. I didn't know it was a totally different
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, here in Phoenix. Yeah, the E-Women's Network group. And so, and then it's funny because they've invited me coming to go on Tuesday to have a showcase of my table for the luncheon they have with like 60 people. And they're going to have me showcase my book there for that event too. But I just thought it was amazing how on 2 different cities, 2 different days, back to back, a book I'd never heard of and an author I'd never heard of. And they're like, you need to read this book. So I will be reading the book. Who knows? Maybe maybe I'll have to drop a book in the mail to him because maybe I'm being called to do that. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to talk to Miss Angie or Miss Shauna to give me a little reading on that, to give me some direction.
Listen, that's why I asked you last night. Was he from overseas? Because I felt like that was a connection, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, who's next, Miss Angie?
TT. Whoever this TT is right here that says, "Can I have a message, please? Hope you guys are having a great night." For this TT person, they showed me you trying to leave someone, but as you leave, you're like you have something like a garment or something that is trailing in the sand, so you're leaving clues for this person to be able to find you. Like you're trying to go, but you're really not trying to go because you want this person to follow the clues and follow you. So it's not that you really want to leave, you just want them to pursue you in this way because they show me you leaving, but they also show me you leaving clues for this person to be able to find you or like mapping out things for them to be able to find you. So I don't feel like you really want to leave, you just want to be pursued. So is there a relationship or somebody that you're saying that you want to leave but you don't want to leave and you're hoping that this person will get the clues or that they will pursue you or come after you? I get a good feeling about it. It feels really really lighthearted, but what they're saying to me, and I put the card back and I should have because it makes so much sense, is that you just need to go ahead and speak your mind. It's the Page of Swords. It's that clarity. It's that light bulb moment. They're saying just speak your mind, just say how you feel, and let this person know what it is that you want so that you can either completely disconnect from this person because they're not going to give it to you, or they can know exactly what you want and they can try to work toward it. But I get a good feeling from it. Like I get a gushing feeling, like a that kind of butterflies in the stomach type feeling. And that makes sense because these are the cards that I had out and they told me no, and I had to go to the Light Seers Tarot. And for me, that's more of a love type reading. So I get a good feeling about whatever this situation is. Um, do you see anything about my court on May 13th? Um, yes, your relationship. Okay. They're giving me all relationship stuff. I don't know if they're going to give Don something about your court date, but I'm getting relationship stuff. And they're saying, just be honest. I feel like it could work out if you actually, you're holding back. That's what they're showing me. You're holding back your emotions or your thoughts or whatever it is that you want to say. And they're saying, just speak your mind. Go ahead and speak your mind. And this will work out in your favor, or at least you'll be able to say what you want to say. But I don't feel like this person is going to leave. I just feel like there's a lack of communication where you two need to speak to each other, or you need to speak your mind so this person knows exactly what you want. So that's what I got for TT. And Jamaica was great.
And you were asking about
Court date on the 13th,
court
May
date.
13th.
Is there something specific that about the? I mean, you wanted to know if it's going to go. It's of course the date's not going to change, so it is going to go. If that's what you're asking. Question: Are you asking about if it's going to be a beneficial date or if it's something going to come from it? I mean, what is the again? What are you trying to get from the date? I guess is a good way to put it. You know. Yes, I understand. You're right. Do you see anything?
Oh, how will it turn out? Okay. And
Yeah.
I got this. Like, I feel like there's a lot of options available. He's
Yeah.
afraid, or this person is afraid that it's going to turn out worse than before. I feel
Yeah.
like you're going to get a little bit of a mixed bag, kind of some good and some bad news. Oh, hoping that it ends. Okay.
Yeah, that I don't think this is going to be the hearing where it ends, but you're getting closer. But I don't think this is the one where it's going to end. I don't get that feeling. I feel like there's still some things that some hurdles or some benchmarks or something. So I don't think this is the final one. Sorry to give you that news.
Yeah. And ultimately, I think that it's just going to be like you're going to have to give a little, get a little. Is this like a lawsuit against someone? I don't feel like it's a criminal thing. I feel like it's a lawsuit or a civil type situation with someone.
Seems like a family situation, family law
Okay.
situation.
I feel like it's going to be a little bit of give and a little bit of take. Like you're going to, everybody's not going to get 100% of what they want. It's going to be a little bit of um, give and take. But yeah, I don't see it ending anytime soon either. Like maybe even through June or July. So, but again, not a complete win, but not a complete loss. You'll get a little bit of everything.
You lost your boyfriend? Oh, that's somebody else. I'm like, what? I thought that was okay. Sorry. So yeah. Jen are we done with TT? We're good.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. Jen, what is one of them Harold? Is there a Harold who was lost? And is Harold one of the friends, or is Harold your boyfriend? Because as soon as I saw your thing and I had to put my glasses on to make sure I was seeing something right, I'm getting the word Harold. So is what does Harold have to do with this? Is Harold part of this?
And TT, I feel like you probably are going to have to. That's part of the give and take. Like, even if you don't do it full time, you're going to have to. That's going to be a part of the compromise. So you're not going to get 100% of what you want.
Yeah. So it was family law. We were right about that. I felt that. Yeah. Jen, are you still here? Did you just type in something and then leave us? Or?
She's posted several times, so I know she's here because she's
Okay.
mentioned the loss a
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah. And that's a recent post there. So that's why I was curious. It's like, Jen, is it again? Jen, does the word is the name Harold? Does that register with you? Because as soon as I saw your name, Harold came to my head. So again, does that name register with you? Is he the one of the two friends or a boyfriend, or am I blowing smoke? do 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 do.
Jen, this is your minute. We've been seeing your comments, and now you're not here. You're welcome, TT. I hope that helps you out. And come back and let us know how things turn out. But I think it's gonna be a minute, well over into the like maybe August. You'll get the final.
Patricia, when you ask a question like, "Will I graduate from San Joaquin Valley Nursing Program cohort 11-2?" She says, "Oh my God!" Sorry, Patricia, cutting you off there because I'm back to Jen. OMG, oh my God, and then Jen, yes, yes. Yes, as in boyfriend, or
Yes,
yes, as in
Harold.
Harold? Harold. Uh huh. So yes, as in boyfriend, or yes, as in one of the two friends. My friend died in August. Okay. Is there an Emily as well? Because I'm picking up an Emily. Does that? That's also coming to me. My friend died in August. Okay. So Harold, and I was picking up Emily. Is Emily another one? Do 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 do. And then let's see, back to Patricia. Yeah, Patricia. I don't. Patricia, Harold and my boyfriend Nick passed in August. Okay, so Emily wasn't. So this is a guy thing. So Emily wasn't. There wasn't a female Emily. For some reason, I was picking up Emily. I don't know why, as well. So Harold and my boyfriend Nick passed. Okay, so Harold was the friend. Okay, good.
And
Is
I
there?
took care of the intruder, Don. That was in there.
Okay, thank you. And then again, again, is there an Emily, Jen? Because I'm picking up an Emily. But while I'm doing that, again, back here, I go back to Patricia, the cohort 11, 20, 25. The reality is that that's on you. And so even if we gave you an answer and said, yeah, you're going to do it, or you're not going to do it, the reality is it falls on your shoulders to get compliant and do the work through it. So if we were to tell you yes, then you may slack off and say, well, I've got this. And that's not the way that spirit works. The spirit's still going to depend on you to do it. So if you no matter what you may want to ask and say, once you're in the program, and it sounds like you already are, then just keep your head down, keep focused, and keep working and graduate. Don't worry about if. There is no ifs. If you invite the word if and the word will, then you're planting a negative seed already. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't invite that negative energy into you. Don't even give it a window. Don't give it a door. Don't give it a crack. Do nothing. It's like the affirmations. The affirmations are positive and they're future ending. So you can say, I am celebrating. I'm glad to be celebrating my graduation on 11/2025. That should be your affirmation.
Patricia, are you going to have to take a class over? Are you already behind? Is that what you're asking? Because I feel like you already know that you're a little bit behind, or there's a class that you have to repeat. And the reason you're asking if you're going to graduate is, will you be able to retake this class in enough time to do it? And I feel like you're being distracted by things outside of it and not being totally focused on what it is. And you're asking us in hopes that, oh yes, I will be able to get this class in, or make up whatever I've kind of not been so focused on at this time. So it's possible, yes, you could, but it's going to take you being a little bit more focused on the task and on school, and letting all these distractions, whether it be family, relationship, or work or whatever, kind of leaving them behind and staying laser focused on what you're supposed to do. So the answer is yes, you possibly could, but you're also going to have to decide what's more important, this or this. Is 11 of 2025 the most important, or is it being a part of the drama and all the things that are distracting me from it? But I do feel like you have to take a class over, and that's what you're wondering, if you're going to be able to get it in before it ends and graduate with your cohort. Because they're showing me a friend, because we had a cohort like that when I was at University of Phoenix, and she got pregnant. And so she ended up missing 2 classes during her while she was pregnant and while she was on maternity leave, and she had to make those up online, and she hated it, but she still made it with our cohort. So that's what they were showing me, is that maybe you feel like there's something you're missing, or an opportunity that you're going to have to repeat, and then you're going to be able, and will you still be able to catch up with the rest of the class? But it looks like it could if you stay focused.
Angie, I just realized that your camera, the screen beside me now is working properly. I don't know how long it's been, but
Ah,
it just clicked in my head. It's like, oh, she's here, because I was so focusing on the side camera for so long.
I'm back.
I know the software finally kicked up, because I'm like, wait a minute, you're animated over there. All right.
Baby, I'm back.
I'm telling you, computers, folks, they can drive us crazy. Anyway,
Listen.
Jen says, yes. I'm guessing she's saying yes, that Emily is.
Oh, wait, she said just before that, she said yes, she passed. She
Yeah.
just passed. So I guess the Emily is yes. Sorry,
Okay.
Jim, we're back to you. You're welcome, Patricia.
Yeah. Sorry, bouncing around tonight, but there's like the
Listen,
energy
when
is
the spirits
flowing.
talk, you got to give it. But I like it, Don. Keep us on the toes.
Exactly. So Jen says that's why I wrote tonight. Oh, there you go. So you were they drew you to us and us to you to make sure that we had the conversation tonight. She's fine. She's good where she is. She's whole again. So don't worry about her, and don't celebrate her life. Don't mourn her death. That's the message you need to know. That's the message you need to hear. She's whole again. She's whole again, and so know that that's the way it works. Okay, so celebrate her life. Don't mourn her passing. Okay, that's important to her.
What's with the orange slices, Jen? Why are they showing me orange slices? It's either slices of actual oranges or the orange slices candy. Is that something that is shared between you and one of the people that passed? Why are they showing me orange slices? And I feel like it's something significant between the two that passed. They're showing me orange slices, and it's very significant, but they won't give me any more information. So can you confirm what the orange slices are, or why they're showing me that? Oh, the candy. Okay, so they're showing me that. So did one of them like the candy? I feel like it's a confirmation to say, because it seems to be laughter and it feels joyous. And is it the female friend that liked the orange slices? Is it her letting you know that she's okay? Like, hey, Look at me still eating candy. Did you guys were you guys really like into like trying to lose weight together or fitness or something like that? And she's laughing about eating the candy, like, look, I'm still eating the candy.
I can do this, you can't, kind of deal.
Right. Kind of thing that she's showing me, like, look, I don't have to worry about that body anymore because they're showing me the orange slices. And it's all in fun and it seems to be very lighthearted though. Jen, you gotta talk faster than that. Nice to meet you too, Bethany Lee.
Jen, the question, another additional question for you to consider too, is that I'm getting very much like sister energy. You guys were close. I mean, you were like sisters as well as friends, because I'm picking up sister energy. Or do you have a sister on the other side? But I'm really feeling like again, it's more of a sister energy. She was like a sister to you. That I'm picking up. So I don't think it's a sister on the other side. She is the sister that is on the other side, is what I'm picking up. But that energy is strong. That energy is strong.
Yeah.
Wow. Harold is my friend too, and Unreal. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that.
Well, that's all I got. But Emily seems to be laughing, you know. Is
Mhm.
there something about drinks or martinis or something that you used to do? Like she's showing me all the fun things that you guys used to do. Like, did you guys go on a trip and you were sitting on the beach, like looking out onto the water and having drinks? Like she's showing me all these little things. Or do you need to go on a vacation? Is that what she's showing me? Nope. I feel like it's the vacation that you guys took together, maybe your last vacation or a vacation that you had together. And she's showing me you two looking out on the water and having drinks and laughing. And somebody has on a big like hat.
Mm. And Jen, the one other thing that came to my head, and I don't know why they're doing this. It's interesting. I feel like her passing, it seems like it's got you in a bit of a tailspin, and now you're reliving the death of the boyfriend and his friend. Again, Harold. It's like you're living it, or you're processing through it again, and it's like it's all fresh and new again. This death has put you into a bit of a tailspin, and she's saying don't go there. Harold's saying don't go there. You know, it's like, again, celebrate the life, not the death. But for some reason, it's like I think you are, again, it's just such a shock to your system, and all it does is it brings back all of that energy and all the feelings that you felt 2 years ago when you lost your boyfriend and his friend. And I think that this is why they're here, is like, don't go down that rabbit hole. Don't allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole. That's not healthy for you. So again, focus on the good things, celebrate the life, not the passing, and make sure you don't equate. Again, don't let the old come up and dredge up. That's not healthy for you. And that's why, again, Harold came in with her, I'm guessing, and maybe also because Harold is stronger. He's been over there longer. He can navigate this entry back and forth. And so he probably helped to bring her over to have the conversation, because she may not have been strong enough. Or Harold may be walking with her, taking her to the Rainbow Bridge, and as what I call it. So where he's helping her cross over. He's helped her cross over. So yeah.
Exactly,
Energy
Joanna.
transmute,
Yeah.
never gone. Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Jen, shoot, I totally forgot. Cause oh, is her birthday coming or did it just pass? Because she's saying, I know you didn't forget, or you better not forget. And it seems to be like a celebration. So is her birthday coming or did it just pass? And there was something specific you do on the birthday and she wants you to continue to do that for the birthday. Is that correct? Jen is overwhelmed. She already told us that we've blown her mind. She can't even type fast enough. But I feel like there's something about her birthday that is coming up, or somebody's birthday, and she wants you to continue to do what you guys normally do. And she says, you better not forget, or I know you didn't forget. So either it passed and you didn't do it, or it's coming and you better not forget to do it, whatever that is.
Jen, I have one more thing for you too. Who's baby girl? Because I'm hearing baby girl, baby girl. Were you called baby girl, or somebody? Do you have a child that you call baby girl, or did? Again, I'm getting baby girl strong. The words baby girl. Is there a resonance to that phrase, baby girl?
Jen, we don't know what that yes is for. We done asked you 14 questions. And we don't know what that yes means. Is yes to the birthday? Is yes to the baby girl? What is the yes?
Mother's Day, actually. Yes, Mother's Day, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So whatever it is that you normally do, you better do it because she's saying you better do it. She's sassy. That was the thing I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Your friend is sassy. She's like, sassy, but in a humorous way. She's really
Right.
sassy, and she does not want you to be sad. She's like, you better pull it together and get yourself together. Like I feel like she would come over and just kind of shake you and be like, "Hey, this behavior is not tolerated. Pull yourself together."
Mhm.
Like this isn't how she wants you to live after her. She wants you to live in joy, and you're mourning her. And she's like, "Oh no, honey, I was too fabulous for you to live in sadness of me, live in the joy of me, and just give memories, even if it's like wearing a shirt." Is it something about her face on a shirt? She's so funny. Like she is over the top, and she wants you to be happy. She doesn't want you to be sad. She's really trying to make you cheer up because you're just too sad right now, and she doesn't want you to be that.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jen, again, if you could, if does if it's a yes, it does resonate. Please let me know, or a no, it doesn't. When it comes to baby girl, why am I hearing baby girl, baby girl? No dash. It does. Baby girl does not resonate. Yes, baby girl does resonate. Whichever, because the yes and no's, like Angie says, get confusing
Oh, and
because we.
she said Harold's wife is there now.
Oh, hey, Harold's wife. Nice to see you in. He definitely brought Emily. Is that her name, right? Emily. And yeah, I'm like,
Oh, Kay is in here too, and she put a message up for Jen. She wants to see what you are going to do next. She is cheering you on. You go, girl.
there you go. And Kay is wonderful. Her skills are amazing. So Jen, make sure you pay attention to what Kay's saying in the chat, because Kay has mad skills, and again, she has really good input, and she's picking up the same energies, which is wonderful.
Jen, we need y'all to wipe them tears, and we need y'all to type faster because we got so many questions right now, and y'all taking too long.
Oh my goodness. Yes, exactly. Baby girl, my dad called that. That's Shawana. Shawana, I totally understand, but we're talking to Jen. Baby girl, Harold's wife calls me it. Oh, okay. So
Oh,
that's the
okay.
connection.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Okay.
connection. Okay, because I kept hearing baby girl, and I'm like, well, what's the connection there? Why that word? And again, we're sometimes given information, but we're not. It's not clear. It doesn't come in clear enough to make us understand exactly why. We just know it's there. So thank you for
Was
confirming that.
Harold taller than both of you? And when he hugged you, he just kind of bear hugged you, and he
Bear
just
hug.
kind of over like you could barely see you once he wrapped his arms around you, because I feel like he hugged you real tight and you just kind of lose yourself into him. He's a nice guy, but he looked intimidating. Like he looked like you don't play with him, but he seems to be a very nice guy with a beard. I feel like he had a beard, a full like beard that he grew out. Look, they gonna leave. You take it so to type it in. They gonna be like, I got something to do on the other side.
Exactly. So Nick was the quiet one. Jen, was Nick. Well, I don't want to answer the other question first because I'm like, Lord knows.
We
Yes,
about 20 in.
we're overloading her so much, unfortunately. Yeah,
And something about checkers or chess. Somebody played a board game.
you guys
Oh,
are
she said
too
we're
much.
too much. Okay.
Yes. So was Nick the quiet one in the bunch? Because again, I'm picking up. I don't pick his energy up. It's not as, but it's like for some reason they're kind of helping to identify like where you guys in the hierarchy. Um,
Tattoos with Nick.
but was he the more quiet one? Because again, it's like Harold seemed to be the more verbose one, um, and 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 uh, and I think you and I get the impression you were kind of very much you were again you were more talkative than Nick. You were more out there than Nick. Nick just kind of sat back and watched you kind of do your thing. Is what I'm getting. Is that a correct assessment? And if it's a yes, please yes. Nick was laid back or whatever. That would be good. Again, to help us understand, because it's an interesting situation. It's interesting because sometimes very seldom, but sometimes we get multiple energies in at the same time. And when it does, it's fun, but it's also a bit crazy because you don't know which one's coming in from what direction and how it's happening. So it's interesting to see that. And sorry about that, folks, but yeah, we'll get this wrapped up soon enough. And give
Because
Jen a
they're
break.
so entertaining and they're saying so much, and this is their opportunity to get everything out that they want to say. Um,
Her boyfriend had a chess game tattooed on his arm.
okay, so that's
Yep.
what they're showing me, the chess or the checkers game. So I see that. So
Yep.
they're here. They're just letting you know that they're okay and that they're in good spirits, and they want you to cheer up too.
Yes. But again, don't go into a tailspin where you're connecting and reliving and going through the drama again of their loss based on this loss. Make sure that you celebrate all of them as a life and not as a loss, because that's not what they wanted for you, and that is not what you should be doing. And again, you make sure you do Mother's Day. Don't let this affect you on Mother's Day. That's exactly what your friend was trying to send to you, is like, don't let this drowned out your Mother's Day. Have a Mother's Day, okay?
Did Harold have kids because he's pulling a little red wagon? It was there a son or a daughter or a couple kids? He's pulling a little red wagon. He misses the kids. Were there kids?
Yes. No. Yes. No.
And you know what? It could just be a delay. We're so invested now. We want to know. Like,
Exactly.
come on now.
Well, especially Facebook. Facebook does delay more than the others. Yep.
So yeah, because they're showing me a little red wagon. So I feel like there's kids that he was pulling in a wagon, or that he loved the kids, but there's something about a little red wagon and him pulling the wagon.
Making sure my battery is good. It's still good on my microphone.
We see all of you in there. We're not forgetting you. Just go ahead and put your questions in there, and we'll scroll through and find your question. As soon as we're done, we're almost done. When the spirits come in, and these aren't trying to leave, so we're really trying to get all the information out as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody. Okay, he bought Eileen a little red wagon. Okay, so he's showing me the little red wagon and pulling the little red wagon. Okay, so okay, I think these are just confirmations to let you know that they are here, that they are okay, and that you can stop worrying about them on the other side, because they're fine. Listen, we're the people who need to be worried about on
Yeah.
this side of the cloth.
Yeah.
They're in great spirits. They don't got to worry about this body. They ain't got to worry about nothing. They are on the other side living the life, and we're here, so they're letting you know that they're okay.
Absolutely. And the other reason why they send you that information is because there's always doubt. There's always self-doubt and doubt when you receive something. You're like, okay, is this real? Is this not real? Is it them? Is it another spirit? Is it nobody? And we're just having a day. And so that's why they give us information that only you would know,
Yeah.
and that would resonate, such as the oranges and the wagons and the names. And because
And the
again,
tattoos and all that. Yeah.
and the tattoos, exactly, and especially those kind of things, because they're very specific. And they do that because they're saying, hey, I
This
want you to
person.
know I'm here. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's why they do that. And I love it when spirits do that, when they come in and make that happen. So
It was something I was going to say about that, but yeah, just it's amazing that all of them came through. Like, she named all those people, and it seemed like all of them came through. Harold and Nick and Emily, all of them seem to have come through to speak. So maybe they've just been waiting. You guys aren't receiving the clues that they're sending to you, because our family members are always trying to communicate us with us. It's just, are we receptive? When we hear a song, is that them singing us a song? Yeah. When we crave a food, is that a memory for them? Yeah. All of those things are them trying to communicate with us, and we just need to be receptive to them and then respond. Sometimes when I crave a food that my grandmother ate, I'll be like, okay, this is her comforting me in a time that I need to be comforted. Or I'll say, is there something you're trying to tell me? Or is there something I need to do? Or remember the tradition that went around the food that she's trying to get me to eat, or the thing that she's trying to get me to do. So take all the clues from whatever you're getting, because remember, they're always trying to communicate with you. It's just, are we receptive to receiving what they're telling us?
absolutely,
All
absolutely.
right, I'm ready for who's ever next, Don. And we got
Mm,
about 50 different questions in here, so take your pick.
that was a long one. And we're going to ask the spirit, the energies, to move backwards, and they're going to step back from us. and I'll do a little bit of waving the wand to clear the energies out, because that was strong energy. That was really good, strong energy. And it's
And you
and
know what? It's funny because earlier today I was getting ready for the show, and I told Elizabeth, I said, Elizabeth, if you want to come in and help us on the other side, come on through. And I felt like it was so strong today that she was really there helping us to push that through.
Yeah, Angie, I've noticed that Angie too. That it's like over the last month when Elizabeth's here, she does seem to be able to open that portal more than in the past. So she and because and folks, Elizabeth, we call her Libby. Libby was part of our group, and Libby left about almost a year ago. She went across that rainbow bridge, shall we say? And so when we from time to time, she comes back and visits, and she makes things easy for us, which is nice. She opens that door for us. She opens the window wider so we can get that confirmation, or she helps the person on the other side to come through and understand better too, which is nice. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miss Linda. It has been a while, Miss Linda. I have not been on here. I am back home. Thank you. But I have
So
several trips this month too.
yeah, this is a crazy month. Yep. For Angie and the family. Lord have mercy. So
There was. Oh, go
Jen
ahead.
says, thank you so much for Eileen, Mr. Colin. You shocked me beyond in a stupor, you beyond. Appreciate that. So good.
Shield Nova asked for a general.
Let me find her and pop her on the
She's
screen.
under Kay's last comment.
Okay. And Kay, thanks for joining in. That your commentary helped a lot, especially when you can connect like that. I love it. And everybody, again, we don't have problems with people that come in and join in and add to the readings. We love that. The time that we kill the trolls is because they come in and they want to take you someplace else, and then they're going to charge you or do whatever and scam you. So those are the ones we get rid of. But we love when people come in, as does Miss Linda and a few others and Kay, who add to and give information for you. And so know that when they do, if we see them on the side and we acknowledge them, we're drawing your attention to them as well, because they have a benefit to give you. So know that those people are people we trust, and we know their skill sets. Okay. And so they deserve to be listened to. And when you're done, make sure you thank them as well, because again, it takes a lot of energy from any position to do this. So thank you, Kay, for definitely giving your input. We appreciate that so
I
very
know
much.
that's blessed to be the vessel that it went through, because you could have went through anybody, so you came through us. So that's always an honor for me too.
Exactly. Who was it again? You said
Shield Nova.
Shield Nova. Okay. There we go. The general works, they said.
Okay. So no Shield Nova. When I see you, they show me energy radiate, a bright light radiating from you. Are you getting into the medical, physical, like in healing energy or something like that? Because I see a bright light radiating from you. So it's either clarity that you're receiving, or it's the energy that you're emitting off where you're doing healing. Because I feel like my hands are warming up. So I feel like you're doing some kind of energy work, or you're thinking about it and you haven't decided to step forward and do it, because they're showing me the judgment card, and the judgment card is for be answering to your calling. Like the archangel is blowing the horn, the trumpet, and these people are waking up to answer to their calling. So I feel like this is something that you have been mulling over back and forth, because they're also showing me the two of swords, like you weren't sure what you should do, and this is how they're showing it to me, that you should move forward with it. Take your time, do your research, and don't get caught up in some of the hype or the fad things that are going on. Yes, intuitively, I've been kind of playing around with it, but not sure. Okay, and that's why they're telling me to tell you to be careful with what you're doing and do what feels right for you, and don't follow everything that you see online, because there's a lot of people out there that just make up stuff and just present stuff and that are not right. So whatever feels good to you, continue to do your research, but it does look like your powers are going to get bigger and stronger, and you're going to understand, because they're giving me goosebumps, that it's going to get better, and you're going to understand it's going to be a touch, it's going to be a feel, and you're going to be able to, it's going to get stronger. So tap into it. Ask your higher power, what do I need to do to connect with this energy? How should I move forward? Can you send me somebody who can mentor me, or somebody to guide me and to help me to do what it is? Because it's coming upon you and it is going to be something that is beneficial. You seem to be a little bit afraid of it too, because you just don't know which direction to go. But I do feel like it's going to be very, very good for you. Just be careful with the information that you receive and the things that you practice. Do what feels natural to you. If it doesn't feel good, I think one of the things that Miss Susan always tells us, when you have to make a decision, is kind of put whatever it is on your heart. And what does it feel to you? Does it feel good? Does it feel negative? Like, how does it make you feel when you think about it, or when you put it toward your heart space? So when you're trying to do this, or when you're practicing this, or when you're trying to understand what you're feeling, how does it feel to you? Does it feel something positive that you want to keep moving forward to? Then ask your guides, help me to embrace this or to lean into it. Or does it feel like something you want to pull away from and say, hey, if this is something that's negative or something that I should not be getting into, shield me from it or block it from reaching me. I do that all the time. I've seen spirits in like I'm in my room and I'll see something that looks like walk past in the kitchen, and I'll be like, if you're a positive spirit, you're welcome and you're here to give me enlightenment, then fine. If you're a negative spirit, you're out to go. And so you do seem to be on the right track with it.
And Angie likes
Oh,
positive
Miss
spirits so
Katie.
much she takes them home with her. When Angie came to my house one day, because I had a spirit, and Angie was like dropping bomb hints that she wanted to come. It was like not subtle at all. And I'm like, you want to come over, Angie? She's like, yes. And after a period of time, she
Finally.
was talking to the spirit that was in one of my rooms. Yes, and Samuel connected to Angie so much so that when she left, he went with her.
And I still have Samuel, and I love Samuel. He's like a grandfather spirit to me, and he's just kind of, that gentle soul that speaks to me. I love, yeah, Samuel is nice. He's the first one that I brought from somebody else's place.
Yes, and I was not upset by that, by the way, too, folks, because I was like, he needed to go, and Angie told him too. She's like, you need to leave. You can't keep staying here.
And he was
And
like,
he's like, can
whatever,
I
I'm
go?
going.
Exactly. And I said, can I go with you, Miss Angie? And she said, no, you cannot come with me. Well, guess what? He did not listen
He
so
came
well.
anyway, but he was a positive spirit, so it was okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he's been good. He's definitely been good for Angie and good to her. So I love it. She'll know. But the
Oh,
one thing I was picking up for you is get out of your head. I really do, because I was feeling like so you're so into your head, you're overthinking so much now, and part of what the part of the lesson you need to learn is to let it go and just absorb it, because spirit, when spirit talks to you, if you work so hard to try to figure out, is this a message, and if it's a message, what is it saying, and if it says this and this, that sometimes you wind up getting so in your head that you miss everything, because guess what, that's not even the message. You've created the message into something, and it was something even more simple. So be careful that you don't get so much into your head because you question what you know, or that you question your skill set, that you wind up really messing yourself up. And that sometimes will happen also if you tend to watch a lot of people and get big conflicting points of view on how you should do your skill set. The reality is that if you have any questions about your skill set and how to use them, what to do, the first person you should ask is yourself. And if you go into yourself and then ask your spirits, and then you ask your spirit guide, you have a conversation with them like I'm talking now. And you said, hey, can you give me some guidance? Can you help me understand this? And then don't be surprised if you open your mind and are ready to receive, they talk to you. The problem is when they talk to you, then you're like, what, did I really hear that? Or was that this? And if I heard that and they said this, did they mean this? Or did they really mean this? And it's like, no, don't go that far. Don't go that far. Sometimes the simplest answer is the answer. And so, oh, Jesus, criminy, what? Who just wrote the novel? I thought I wrote a book.
oh my gosh, that is the longest thing ever. That is ridiculous. One more other thing, Shield. There's two people in our group who do Reiki that you might want to reach out to. And I don't know if Dawn has her QR codes, but I know you can see it if you're Lavita, Luminous Lavita. She's probably on both of our pages as a friend. She's a very good Reiki person. And then my sister Kina, she studied Reiki, and she even had somebody who she took classes for, and she got Reiki certified training. So those are two people. Kina Lewis, that's in my friend list, and then Luminous Levita. Both of those are people I would trust with doing Reiki. And let me tell you this: when Miss Levita did Reiki on me, I saw visions. Like she was doing her Reiki healing on me one day when we were in our shop, because we all met in the shop. Everything just rocks. I got visions that she was so powerful. So those are two people who would very much be open to talk to you and just give you a little bit of guidance on what to do. Again, it's Keena Lewis in my friend list, or Luminous, or it might just say Levita. Or I think her last name starts with a K, or it might say Luminous Levita, because on
Let me
some
see if I can.
platforms,
Yeah, let me see if I can find it on mine too, because I
yeah.
can tell you what she's.
So either of them are very good resources for Reiki and for understanding, or just for like how to move forward with it. But again, all those things that you learn that you're trying to unlearn, just say, I release all that no longer serves me. Please remove all those negative habits, emotions, feelings, or associations from me, and allow me to have a clean slate. If you want, you can kind of use some selenite, maybe put that under your pillow, maybe put that by you, maybe hold it. A lot of times you'll see me doing this in a reading because I'm like, Lord, clear my mind because this is a little bit intense, or you'll see me do this and it just clears me. So you can take the selenite and try to like clear. You can well, that would be the best. That's the thing that they're telling me to you do. Like maybe put the selenite under your pillow, kind of rub it, hold it, or whatever you need to do in order to clear you. But selenite will absorb that and clear it, and then let it be recharged or cleansed in the full moon. But again, selenite will help that. But both of those are good people. Oh, there you go. Miss Levita is a very good person to reach out to. And and then also you can come to our class. We have class on Tuesday nights. You might enjoy coming to class because this is what we do on Tuesday nights. We just talk to people about their skill sets and like the gifts that they have, and we do practice and we do things like that. So you may enjoy the Tuesday night class. It's 6 p.m. So about this time, or maybe 2 hours ago, but 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we have our we
No,
do our
Pacific time. Pacific time.
Pacific time,
Yeah.
we do our we have our class every Tuesday night. And so you if you email us and let us know that you want to join the class, every Tuesday you'll be sent a link. You just log in through Zoom. It's private, it's not recorded, it's not live on the way we're streaming now. It's a private link to a class that we're in together, and everything in there stays inside the class, and we just have a good time sharing and helping each other develop our gifts and understand what our gifts are. So feel free to reach out regarding joining us. And you can see Don's email address right there, advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. Email him and just say, I want to know about the class. We'll send you the link, and then you can come to class and see if you like it.
And you can come as often as you want or infrequently as you want. It does not matter. You miss it. There's no requirement you have to come to every class. But the good part is that you're coming to a non-judgmental space where you can practice and where you can be wrong and right and not have to feel any derisive reaction to either one. Because again, as psychics, we have to have the wrongs to teach us what the rights are.
Oh
So
my gosh, Don,
that's
you were
important.
making a point earlier, and that's what I wanted to say. That is, oh my gosh, you pulled that right out of my head. Yes, that is exactly it. I was going to say the way that I learned what I did like is by experiencing the things that I didn't like. Oh, I don't like this. And how did I know? Because I tried it or it didn't work out for me. And then Kay also said, stop asking for and listening to the advice of relatives. Not everybody understands what you're doing. Not everybody has the same purpose that you're doing. And so not everybody can give you advice on it. And everybody's opinion isn't what your guides or higher power would tell you. So go with what your gut feeling, what your higher power is telling you, and then connect with the community. That is one thing we always tell you, connect with the community, because when you have like-minded individuals, they help you to progress and they don't hold you back from progressing. So you do need a community. We're glad to be your community if that's what you want. Even if you just come back to the lives every now and then, or if you come to the class, either way, you need a community that helps you to grow.
Yes. Yes. Yep. And yeah, you will see your growth exponentially. It just happens because when you practice, if you don't practice, believe me, you will see it shrink. You'll lose clarity. You'll not, you're like, okay, well, how come I'm not getting the hits that I was? All those things. It's like any muscle group or something else. If you do not use it, then it will atrophy and you will be then frustrated. The good part is you can always get it back, but it takes a while to come back because Spirit's like, hey, we're busy now. You were busy, I'm busy.
Just like class and we had somebody who had a situation, an injury, and they were needing some healing. And we asked people to send out healing. So that is something you could have practiced doing, like in class, just sending out healing, or you could have had a private session with them. A lot of stuff we do just to help us get our skills together. We'll read for each other. We'll do, healing on each other. We'll do whatever our skill set is on each other to help us grow and to help us understand what we're experiencing. So definitely, please come to class.
Yep.
Um, Amy Wazy asks, is the class on video? Yes, it's through a Zoom link. If you email this email address down here where it says advice@sonoranmystictarot.com, email Don and say, I want to know about class. You'll get a private Zoom link every Tuesday. Or, maybe he'll send the link out and then it'll be like, this is the repeating link. And until that link expires, you'll have that link. And then you just click on the link at the appropriate time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then you'll be in the class. Again, it's private. It's only us who have the link, and it's only and it's not recorded at all.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, it's an opportunity to be in a like-minded community. It's important. Bethany Lee, your answer, you've asked the question now 2 or 3 times, and the answer to your question, I do feel that it's going to come through, but I do feel that there's still more paperwork. I feel that there's a doctor's statement or a doctor's something that they need clarity.
Say, yeah.
Yep. Yep. And again, it's like it's going to be like a clarification or some kind of Again, it's a doctor thing, so it's beyond your hands. You'll have to work with the doctor though, and then the doctor will resubmit it, and I think that's going to work. So I think there's something about a statement or something the doctor did that will have to be redone. So don't be surprised, but it will come through.
And oh gosh, Don, that makes sense to me when you said redone, because they said don't give away your only copy. Like when you give something, make sure you keep a copy for yourself. And then like when I pay a bill or something, I'll put paid, the date, and how I paid it online through check or whatever. So you need to document, gave this to them on this date, even if you have to keep a little log in a little handy dandy book like this, and you just number. You need to keep a log of the things that you're doing and the papers that you're giving out, because I feel like you're being a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit confused by it. And they're asking for things and you're like, I already did that. So keep a copy. Don't give all your copies away ever. Don't give your only copy away. Even if they have to have a certified copy of what it is, keep a copy for yourself so that you can say, nope, I gave this to you on this date. This is who I gave it to, and this is what I gave them. So I do feel like you'll get approval, but it's going to be a little bit more work on your behalf. And they're saying, be honest. Don't over exaggerate. Be truthful and honest about whatever the situation is. It's already leaning in your favor, but continue to be ethical and honest in the things that you say and in the documents that you provide, and don't give away your only copy is what I got.
Yep. But yeah, be persistent, stay with it, and you're going to get what you want eventually. But again, it's just a paper push at this point. It's all paper push.
Kay said something about a special code. So maybe like Don said, there's something that the doctor needs to put on there specifically. And that's what that special code is.
Yep. Super.
All right. So I hope that helps you out.
Who next, Angie?
I don't know. We got so many people out so fast.
Who is here? That's a good question. Who is here to get a reading?
Who's still here that wants a reading? We just did Brittany Lee. We did Shield Nova.
Who's pregnant? Who just found out they're pregnant? There's somebody in this room that just found out they're pregnant. Who is it? Oh my gosh. Congratulations. I just felt it. Oh my God. You found out this week or last week at most. I'm telling you, it's fresh.
All of y'all that saying I am, y'all must mean I am in the chat, not I am pregnant. I know all y'all ain't pregnant. Miss Linda said it ain't her. You sure?
So Brittany, you just found out that you're pregnant. You just
very
recently, right?
Oh, Bonnie told her.
Bonnie told you. Okay. Well, have you also been tested to make sure that it's
feels like a girl too. I saw pink immediately.
I was thinking girl too. I was going to say the
same
thing.
Oh my God. Okay, good.
Oh my God. Hello, it's not me. Yeah, Christina says it's not me.
Everyone said it ain't me.
I know. I don't look at Shelly. Oh, heck nah, I ain't pregnant. Oh my goodness. On your live with next day, I found out I was expecting, yes, I on your live with her next day. Oh, I see
Oh, must have
Bonnie.
been last Wednesday when you were guys were
Okay.
together. Okay.
Okay. So, and then you found out I found out I was expecting. Yes, I text next day. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. Cause I was like, somebody just found, I was getting that overwhelming feeling of somebody just found out they were pregnant. So there you go. Oh my gosh. That's great. I love it. Yeah. But I'm like Angie. I think it's a girl. Don't buy clothes yet. Don't do that stuff. Everyone's been guessing girl. I have a boy already. Always wanted a boy and a girl. Well, yeah, we all getting girl feeling. It's like girl, 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 girl. Yeah. So that's interesting. Oh, wow. Interesting. I love that. Man, when the energy comes and you're glowing about it. That's why, I mean, you're sending so much energy. Really, you're pushing the energy so strong. So it's not a surprise that we would pick that up. And also the sex of the baby, because I mean, have you been wanting this for a while? Is this, I mean, I don't know if this is a planned situation, but have you been wanting another child? Because I get the feeling you wanted another child, but it has been a while. But again, even if it was unplanned, it was something that you wanted. And so this is definitely falling. This is happy news for you. I'm getting. This is not a oops. Well, I'm gonna have to take care of this. You know, I'm gonna have a baby, but it's like, okay. I think that you wanted another child. This is definitely something. I actually have been wanting another one. Yeah, no, I got that feeling. Yeah, I felt that very very strongly, which is wonderful. Ms. Linda says, congratulations, Brittany. Yes. Possible double pink. Kay, are you trying to say there may be more than one bun in the oven there? Is she baking a set of them or what? Oh my goodness. Abigail, if Brittany were to come in, I would let you know, because I would feel her energy. Right now, she has not come in, but if she does, we'll let you know. We will definitely. So again, we can't guarantee, because this is in Hollywood, and no matter what you see in Hollywood, you can't call specific energies in. If they want to come in, they will come in. So we can put the feelers out there. You've already done that. You've already put the feelers out there for her to come in. But again, if they don't want to come in, or they won't. So just to give you an understanding of how things work, because sometimes we watch Hollywood movies and it's like, oh my God, this is how it works. Nah, it's not. It's not really the way it is. I don't have a problem with the Hollywood movies, but they're not realistic, because they don't get you to where you need to be when it comes to reality. So there you go.
I feel like she's trying to confirm something for the little girl, like a behavior that's happening and the little girl doesn't understand. Is the little sister saying, or your younger daughter saying, that she visits her, or strange things are happening in her dreams or in her room or something? Is that what you're trying to confirm, something that's happening for your younger daughter, that it is the older daughter? Because I feel like she's reaching out to the little sister, because she's a little bit more open to her. Regularly, either in her room, like, moving things, or in her dreams, or some kind of way she's connecting with the little sister, Miss Abigail. And is there something about a doll? Is there a doll that that the younger daughter would have had? There's something about a doll. Where you at, Miss Abigail? All that time you've been posting. Now we got you on the line. We could see you on Johnny. We even mentioned your name a
I was
couple
gonna say,
times.
Angie called you out, and I couldn't get it in my head the right way. That was a while ago. Yeah, Angie called you out.
I think yours was a love reading. That's why we skipped it, because you were asking about your Aries, Aries or something. But Miss Abigail, is there something about a doll? Is your younger daughter saying that strange things are happening in her room or in her dreams or something? Because I feel like the older daughter is reaching out to her, but it's through the younger daughter specifically. Oh, okay, yeah, because of your Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could see your questions. We did see it. Okay, yes. Yes, there is a Tao. Is yes to the Tao or yes to the dream? And does one of them have long dark hair? Okay, that's like three questions. I'm sorry. Say yes, long
I
hair,
totally
yes,
understand though.
down, and yes, dreams. Strange things are happening. Okay, that is her sister contacting her or trying to reach out to her to let her know she's okay. Was there a car accident? Is that how the older sister died? Was it a car accident or something sudden? I feel like she's nervous typing now. I feel she's very, very nervous. And is there a tiara that is don't know about the dial. Okay. What is about a tiara or something for your little daughter? Is there some kind of celebration or a reason that she would be wearing a tiara or some kind of crown on her head or something? And then she's showing me a radio or something in your daughter's room. I- were both of them an adult and she's showing me childhood memories because she's showing me a radio.
When you answer yes, make sure you put something clarifying what the yes means, because the yes gets confusing when we ask questions, and then we can't help ourselves but to go ask a few. So
She sees shadows. Okay, so
yeah,
that is the sister. It's not a negative thing.
yeah.
It's a positive thing. It is a sister. So just talk to the sister like you would talk to me. She could call her by name. Did she have long dark hair? That's what I want to clarify because she keeps showing me long dark hair. Did one of them have long dark hair? TVs come on and off. Yes, that is her trying to get you guys' attention, and you're more afraid than you are welcoming her in. Yes, long hair. Okay. And then the radio. Is there a radio or something, some kind of music? Is there something about the music or was that the TV thing that you were talking about? Because she's specifically showing me a radio or a boom box. She had a brain tumor. Okay. Oh, is that why because she showed me a tiara or a crown. So I don't know if that had to do with but there's no reason for a tiara or a crown. Like there's not a significant celebration or something that's coming up that had to do with the tiara.
What
Oh,
or a scar, a scar?
oh, maybe it was a scar. Oh, okay.
If they have to do surgery or something for a
Oh,
scar.
okay, because it's something around the head that they're showing me, something around the head. Oh, it was unexpected. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what's the car? Oh, a tiara. Okay, yes, a tiara. Okay, because she's showing me the tiara. And then something about cake. Is there somebody's birthday coming up? Is that what the tiara from? Is it something significant that has to do with like a quinceañera or something like that that's coming up? Because she's showing me cake and she's showing me the tiara. Yes, the radio. Okay, cool. Okay, so she is here. She wants you to know that she's okay. She's giving me goosebumps, and she wants to. She doesn't want you guys to mourn and feel bad for her. She really does still communicate with her little sister all the time. It's just that I don't know that her little sister understands that. So just talk to her the way that I'm talking to you. Tell the little sister to talk to her the way that she normally would. You know, just say her name to speak to her. Like sometimes when I want to talk to my grandmother, I'll say, I'll say, hey, Granny, I miss you, or I want blah blah blah, or I thought about having strawberry cake. It reminded me of you. I know that you're around. Is there a message that you have for me? Both Jessica and Brittany do have long dark hair. Okay, cool. And then is the play Jessica playing her songs? Okay, cool. Okay, yes. Okay, all of that makes sense. So she hears you playing the song. Do you sing along and cry? Because she's showing me you singing the songs and crying. She doesn't want you to mourn her in a sad way. She wants you to remember her. And what is this about a pillow or something that you're hugging and crying? I think it's the little sister that is crying.
And rocking.
And rock. Okay, and rock. Yeah.
I see the kind of like holding it and doing this. Angie, my typos are paying off for you, because as you read, you've seen so many of my bad typos that you translate it easily. Because I was watching, going, "Damn, I'm trying to and you're like, boom, boom, boom."
She had a tiara. She had a tiara on in a casket. Okay, I see that she was 22. And then the little sister, is the little sister under 18? Oh, did she have on a big beautiful dress, like the dress that you that she was buried in seems to be a big, beautiful dress or something? Or is there a significant celebration that's coming up for the little sister? Because she's showing me a big, pretty dress that's kind of glittery and has glitter all over and sparkly. She had just bought a car before she passed. Okay, that's why she was showing me the car, and I thought it was an accident. Oh, okay. All right, she's showing me all that stuff. She's around all the time. And something about brownies or a cake. Is there a pan of brownies or something that they used to do together? Brownies or a cake?
Were the brownies laced with something to help with the pain from the tumors?
Oh yeah,
Were they
because she's showing me
edibles?
a pan of brownies. Yeah. Oh, it could be that too.
Everybody sits intently just watching the text.
Right, because we're like, come on, let us know.
What's
And
the
there's
answer?
something about her singing. Is it something about Frozen? Does she sing the Frozen song? Is that something that they did in common? Is that why she's showing me Frozen and her belting it out like at the top, like they just belt it out at the top of their lungs? Is it some song from Frozen? Okay, there's a tiara in front of her picture in the living room. Well, what did you say she had? What did she have on in a casket? Or she had on a big pretty dress in a casket?
Oh, I thought she was implying the tiara.
If Brittany, I have no idea what that is. It's Brittany.
Oh.
Okay, well that's all I'm getting. She was showing me the brownies. She was showing me the cake. Um, a pillow in the casket. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Miss Linda. Because I was like, what? Okay, all right. Um, and then Jessica is 14, so she is younger. And what is this about Frozen? That's the last thing I need to clarify. Were they singing the songs together, or is something about Frozen? Exactly. Yes, Miss Linda. Thank you for helping me pull that together. I don't know what the yes is for. Damn it.
Is yes brownies, yet frozen?
Oh, about the cake and the brownies. Okay, cool. Because I was like, hold on, she will not let this pan of brownies go. And then it's something else about the singing, and it seems to be like from Frozen, the movie. And that's the last thing, and then she's gonna go. But she wants you to know that she is around. She does visit the little sister. She does miss her, and she wants you to stop crying all the time because she's still around. She's still a part of your life, and she still sees what's going on. Oh, they made cake together. Okay, so she's showing me that. Okay, so she does want you to know she is around. She does reach out to the little sister. Does Jessica can does Jessica write in her journal? You can write to her if you don't feel comfortable speaking out loud to her. You can write to her in your journal, dear. I think Brittany's the little sister, so you can write to your big sister in your journal and talk to her, and then she'll talk back to you through memories or visions or songs or whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Linda says maybe get message to them is to let go of the
So
grief.
that go to
Let it
grief.
go.
Yeah.
Yep, let it go. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all she has to say now. She's kind of pulling back and letting you know that she will be back. She will continue to reach out to Jessica, but now that you to Jessica, the little sister. But now that you know it's her, don't be afraid. Speak to her. Like when things happen, be like, oh, is that you turning off the radio or turning on the radio? Is that you turning on the TV or TV? What do you want? Are you trying to say something to us? So do it. Just speak to her like I'm speaking to you, or write it out again in the journal because she is around and she is trying to talk to you guys. Okay.
Super, super.
And
That's
Johnny said, Miss Linda, she tried to request you on Instagram.
Jessica
Oh,
had
she has a
frozen
frozen
thing.
thing. Okay. Okay, because I'm like, she keeps showing me Frozen, and it's something about Frozen. Okay, cool. So she was just showing me all those memories to confirm to you that this is her, that she is here, and that she is the one that is speaking to us. And just to let you know, to let go of that grief and to be happy, and that she will continue to try to reach out to Jessica. And again, all those ways that I said, continue to, when you make the cake or the brownies, talk to her. when you want to talk to her, journal, listen to her favorite songs. All those things are ways to communicate with her. And she hears you and she sees you and she's still a part of your life. And is there something significant about a graduation that's coming up from school, or some kind of ceremony that's coming up from school? Because she's going to be there. She's showing me her walking into the school to celebrate whatever honor or ceremony that you're going to have at school. So she's going to be there because you're wishing that she was going to be there, and she's going to be there. So that's all I got for her.
Super.
All
Well,
right.
that's wonderful read, wonderful energy. I love it when they come in. Didn't expect to do mediumship tonight, but Lord have mercy.
Oh
When
my
they
gosh, so we're on fire, Don. This I have to say that it's Libby. I have to say thank you, Libby, because it has to be Libby that is doing this for us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that Marsh? Was that Mars and her? What is that? Somebody's asking how they get in the queue. Just post your question. You're
And,
welcome, Miss Abigail.
and Miss Abigail, read what Kay just said too. Oh no, that's Brittany. If you are still here, your daughter is going. Also, Brittany, who's pregnant. Read that, Brittany. Miss Kay is saying that if you're still here, your daughter is going to visit you in a dream and tell you what her name is to be when she is born. So listen to your dreams.
Cool.
So, who is it that you? Oh, Marsh. Oh, there we go. This one.
Yes. So do you have a question? I don't even know what that says. Marsh
Mars and her
Marbles? Mar-
Hermabilis.
oh, what message do they have for you? Okay. Immediately, is there something else that we can call you? Because I don't understand how to. Do you just want me to call you Mars? Oh yes, graduation. So she'll be there, Miss Abigail. Your older daughter will be there for Jessica. She wanted to confirm that because she showed me her walking into the school, so she'll be there. Oh, Mars is fine. Okay. So Mars, immediately they showed me a Knight of Swords, like you need to fight or you need to get moving. Because I heard get on the good foot. So you need to move forward, and you need to move forward with swiftness and with purpose. Like you need to have a purpose to it, because they're showing me that sword. So it's cutting through, it's clearing the way for you, because the sword, like they have the sword out really far, and so it's clearing the way for you, and so things are moving fast. So either things are starting to move fast, or once you get the ball rolling, things are going to move fast. So they're showing me the Knight of Swords, and they're showing me you moving fast, and that it's clearing the way for you to go ahead and get started. But you have to go ahead and activate the start. You have to get things moving. You are the hold up at this point. And is there a stall in your career? Is that what they're showing me? Because they're showing me the Hanged Man, but it's to do with your career. Are you feeling like your career is stalled? And is that because you're loyal to your employer and you won't move on and apply for other jobs that you may be more qualified for? Is that what they're showing me? Oh, and Twitch won't let you change it. That's okay. I forgot the question I asked Mars. Oh, it was about work. Oh, okay. Okay, to your study of business. Okay. So they're saying you need to get on the good foot. That is immediately what I heard, was get on the good foot and move forward. And they show focus on it. Once you get started, everything will be cleared out for you. Like they'll clear it out for you. You just have to get started on moving forward with it. And that you're holding your own self back. Like they're showing me the Hanged Man, but it's not your higher power that's holding you. It's you. Oh, wait. Did I lose connection? Or could you not hear me? Can you hear me now?
You were in and out. You were in and out.
Okay,
You can
because
hear.
it said lost connection, so it must have been buffering. So they're saying like you need to get moving. You need to get started. You're the holdup. It's not your higher power holding you up. Once you decide to go, everything is going to work out for you. Everything is going to be cleared the way for you to go ahead and move forward. So that's what I got for you, Mars. And I hope you heard what I was saying.
What else I picked up for you is that there was some uncertainty of whether you actually wanted to go down this road, and so that uncertainty was creating a conflict in what you think you love versus what you love. And ultimately, you said, "Okay, yeah, I do want to go down that road." And then you right now you have a problem with focus. You're all over the place, and you're listening to a lot of different people give you a lot of different ideas on how to do what it is you want to do, and be careful about that. If you get too much information, sometimes too much information is a bad thing. Down the road, and what I'm trying to say is that even if you go down the road a little bit and you're not quite accurate with your information, or you find out it's flawed, then you can go back and correct by learning different things. But if you take on too much, then you get overwhelmed. And if you get overwhelmed with too many choices, then you don't move forward. And again, the change is inevitable. The change is important, it's due. So that's a good thing. But make sure that as you do that, again, you're searching for the higher power and again, for what works with you. And again, this is not an overnight thing. This is a journey. This is a journey. You're going to be on that journey for a while. It's a learning journey. It's but ultimately in the end, the start card is here. And so that start card is saying you're lining with your chakras. Again, you're lining with your purpose. You're going to get there. Okay. So be happy that you're going to get there, but be careful to overload yourself with conflicting information, because all that does is it puts you into a quandary, and you question too much, and you question more than you need to. And part of that questioning is your own abilities. They're not questionable. Don't question your abilities. Question how they present themselves. Question how you can develop them. Do all those other questions, but do not question the abilities themselves. You have them. You have them. We all have them. They're inherent in each of us. It's what we do, how to develop them and grow them and make them come out. Okay, so do that. All right.
You're welcome to come to our class on Tuesday nights.
Exactly.
Email Don at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. You can come to class and practice, help develop, get information, get good, positive information. We're not trying to sell you a product or anything. So if you want a reading, then yes, or a book or something like that. But we're not trying to just make money off of you. We're actually giving you tried and true practices that we've experienced, things that we know, and we're just trying to raise the vibration and help as many people as we can. So come to class and it's free. Did we say that? Did we tell y'all
I
that?
was going to
It's free.
say, talk about
We
money. The
forgot to
class
say
is
that
free.
it's free. The class is free every Tuesday. It's free. So for all of you who we spoke about earlier, the class is free. All you gotta do is log in. So just email advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot and let us know that you want to come to the class. You'll get the private link to the class on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. It's not recorded. It's every Tuesday, usually rain or shine. If me and Don can't, rarely do we not have class. We usually have class every week. So again, the one thing we tell you when you're trying to develop your gifts is to find a group or a tribe of people who are like-minded, who help to propel you forward, to raise your vibration, and to help you to open up your thought process and not be so rigid in the things that you're interpreting. So go ahead and connect with us, or with another group if you don't want to connect with us. But again, we're completely honest about the information. We're never going to just blow smoke up your butt. We're really going to tell you the truth, and we're always trying to help you. Again, right there, advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Come to class, free. You can't beat free and good information. When I tell you we give you some good information, we got some powerhouses in there. If you think me and Don are good, we got some more people that are even more powerful. And they do it all from Reiki to art therapy to tarot, love readings, everything you can imagine. We got somebody in there that does it. So you want your chakras aligned, there's somebody in there who can do it all. So
This past Tuesday, you missed an amazing opportunity, because this past Tuesday, the energy was on fire and everybody was burning. The cylinders were all burning on everybody. And it was like so much information flowed. And that's the other thing that I need to point out to everybody and anybody who wants to hear it. The one other thing about communing with energy, people who are energy workers and light workers, is that when we start communing, our energies mix and they amplify. They don't, it's not 1 + 1 is 2. It's like more like 1 times X is exponential X, because it grows exponentially. And so the energy is unbelievable. And this week we had some amazing reads, some wonderful hits. And when we left, when I left, we left at 8:30. We left a half hour later because it was so on fire.
Like class had ended and we were just having general conversation about stuff. We have people from everywhere who come to class and we connect. Like we'll go, oh, I'm coming to your state. Can we meet up? And so we'll meet up with each other around different places. And we'll feed off of each other. Like Don will be reading something. I'll be like, oh did you get this? Or did you get that? And then he'll be doing it. So we all feed off of each other and it's just exponential. The growth is just so big and the energy is so good. And if you're having a bad day, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't even feel like going. And I'll go to class and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I feel so much clearer, because sometimes reading for others or just letting that energy go and expressing that energy helps to cheer you up. And so Tuesdays are some of the best days for me. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, definitely.
Yep. And we have people from Japan. Don't be surprised. We have people from England. We have people from India. We have people from all over that come in. So
What time is it now in Japan for you, Mars? So it would have been two and a half hours ago that we would have started class, because that would have been 6 o'clock for us. It's 8:30 p.m. right now for us. And so it would have been 2.5 hours ago, which would have been 6 o'clock our time. That's what time class would have been. So 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So that'll give you an idea in Japan, where if you figure out 2.5 hours ago what that time was, that's when we usually start a class.
So it's 12:27 p.m. for her right now in the afternoon. So it would have been 10 o'clock for you.
Yeah, she's ahead of us. They're
Yes.
already in tomorrow.
Okay, so it would have been 10 a.m. for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, you'll be at work. Sorry.
Yeah, and we don't record it, so we can't do.
You got
We
recorded,
don't.
so no.
No, our class. Not saying you would ask that question, but to make sure that you don't have to worry about that question, we don't record it when we do our readings and we do that thing. That's all. It stays in house, and and whatever happens in the group stays in the group too. We don't. The information does not leave. It's part of that common bond that we have. That's like, no, it's in house. It's in family. It stays in the family.
But so just email anyway so you can get the link. You never know what could happen, and you could have that time. Maybe you could take your lunch break, because you don't have to stay the whole 2 hours. We have some people that come in for just an hour and then they leave, or they come in later in the day, like, oh, I just got off of work. So you don't have to stay the whole 2 hours. You can come in, pop in, and see what's going on. Because when we started off, we get the energy going really, really fast, and we do a couple quick rounds. So maybe you could just come in for like the first half an hour, or take your lunch break at that time, or whatever it is, but you can decide how you want to do it. And if nothing else, you can just kind of connect and see with the rest of our community, and see if you can reach out to people in that way also.
Absolutely. Okay, Miss Angie, let's do one more before we're out of here. Who are you drawn to? The energy's great tonight, though. Wow.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Who else is here?
Mars, we're glad to see you on here.
Yeah, who remains with us right now? We'll do it that way. That's an easy way to figure it out.
Sorry, Miss Shelley. I think I was buffering. That's why my sound was cutting out, but it stopped buffering.
Johnny, Sonia, Shelley. No, I think Bonnie, somebody else, Kay, I think Kay said that she made a statement that made me wonder if that's what she was saying. I don't know. I didn't get twins. Sorry. But I think Kay was kind of curious about that. Who are you drawn to, Miss Angie?
Stacy said, do you guys tarot or spirit connection? Yes, all of our readings are either spirit, psychic, intuitive, tarot. However they come to us, that's how we connect. Oh, Amy Wazy. That's a good one.
Amy. Okay.
She just said, can I have a reading? Okay, cool.
General or specific, Amy? And if it's specific, let us know the question, please.
And Johnny, I think that Miss Linda just gave you a reading in there about some money, I do believe. Okay. All right.
Man, somebody.
She said Jimmy.
Yeah. Somebody is
Sonia Tapia, we're definitely not going to do that twin flame reading. You missed that. That was this morning with Miss Bonnie. You
Let me
totally
put
missed
Miss
it.
Bonnie's code up, Sonia, and you need to make sure that you take and follow Miss Bonnie. Make sure that you subscribe because she comes on Wednesdays and she loves
Wednesday
love
mornings, Miss
reading.
Bonnie,
Wednesday
and she will read the heck out of you. And
Yep,
she has weeklies in there, so she might already have a twin flame reading in there for you. So go
exactly.
to Miss Bonnie's YouTube page, and then you'll see all her readings for all the zodiac signs. And she was on this morning, and she loves a love reading.
Yep, and she has no issue with them, and she'll do them all day.
Oh, and Brittany Kay said
Sorry,
I'm
you have
hitting
me on,
twins.
Angie.
I'm sorry.
It's contagious. Hmm.
All right, Miss Amy, let me see what they have for you. Don, if you have anything, you can go ahead.
The only it's I don't know if I'm getting mixed energy, but I'm getting expecting energy too. Amy, is there somebody in your is it you or somebody in your real close to you who is expecting, who is again is expecting? Because I'm getting new baby energy, not yet born baby energy. I'll put it that way. When I say new, not yet born baby energy. Um, So is this a child, a grandchild? Is it some a real close friend? Because I'm getting this baby energy. Do 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 do. Yeah, Kay said the hidden twin. That was the one, Brittany. It was Kay who said that. Yep. My baby been apprehended by child society. Also, the Child Protective Services took the child. Is that what you're saying, Amy? Do, do, do. And Brittany, never be afraid of twins or anything else. The reality is when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Mm.
Wait, Miss Kay said something about an autistic child waking up from and being normal all of a sudden. She told us to look at that message about the autistic child. Does somebody have an autistic child that's graduating from high school and they'll wake up and just be normal and just start talking at breakfast? Is what Miss
I,
Kay
s-
said?
that's right. I saw that her mention that. Was that for someone specific, Kay, or was that
I
just in
don't know.
general? Amy, you said yes, and he has been with Foster, and now with my mom. I have court cases. Are you asking if you're going to get your child back? Is that what your question was, Amy? I think that's what you're kind of asking. Is that again? It was a general question, but are you directing us to that point?
And then Kay, the autistic child, is that for somebody specific, or are you saying that that's just information that you got? It's not for anybody specific, and you're telling somebody that this is going to happen for them. Oh, you're on point. Yes. So you were asking about a child.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And so they took the CPS took her child, and unfortunately, Amy, you need to put a lot of self work in before anything changes for you to be able to be having your child back again. I do not see that happening anytime soon. I think that again, the court has already told you or going to tell you the changes you need to make, and that's going to be very difficult for you. You've already failed them, and this is what I'm getting is you already failed some of what the court had suggested you to do, not suggested, had mandated you do, and you again, you're not fulfilling those obligations. Until you do that, that child is not coming back with you. And so you need to look into yourself. You need to go into yourself, and you need to do some review to make sure that you are doing what you need to do and to step up, and you need to put that child first in that sense. And therefore the things that you know that you're not supposed to do, that the court told you not to do, and the court's telling you not to do, and making sure that you are following what they've prescribed for you and testing and all the other stuff, you got to follow through. You got to do that. And when you do, then again, it's going to happen. But that's not going to, again, the work has got to be the work has to be documented and sustained, and it can't be just like for 1 month and change. It's not going to work that way. So put the work in, and then the court will recognize what you've done. Okay, they'll give you they'll give you the credit for the things that you've done to move forward with this. But this is not an overnight situation. It's going to take a while, and you've got to put the work in. And right now, you failed to do the work.
Card die. Is there some addiction issues, Miss?
I'm sorry?
Is there some addiction issues, Miss Amy? Because they're showing me the devil card.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I was picking up some of that same energy. So, yep. And yeah. Oh, Kay was saying that message was for the group. So if it works,
No addiction. Okay.
Yeah, but you've been given. They've documented. I don't mean to argue with it because I mean I don't know your life. You know your life, but the court has documented not just told you, but documented for you the things that you need to get in order, and you haven't done it. And I'm not saying addiction or other things, okay, specifically. But again, you've been given a list of things that you have to accomplish, and you haven't done them. And until you do them, and until it's sustained that you've done them and that you're continuing to do them, and then the situation will not change. And
there's some negative behaviors. If it's not addiction, there is some negative behaviors that they're showing me with that devil card, and that's why it's taking so long, because you're not consistently doing what you're supposed to.
Yes. And who is in the house who is in the house or in the apartment or whatever that is it maybe shouldn't be there, because I'm getting there's an influence there too, which I'm picking up, and that's not helpful in your situation. And for some reason maybe you don't want to disconnect from that person, but that person is a problem, because again, they're keeping you from the child. You've got to put the child first. And so if it means changing yourself and cleaning yourself up and getting in, in a different direction, if you really want the child back, you got to do it, because, and coming here to hopefully find a quick answer that you're not going to get it from us. That's not what we do. We give you what we see. And again, work is needed, and it's a long road and process.
Like you're in a mental prison, but it's because you're kind of, and I don't know you personally. Again, this is only what they're trying to tell me. You're kind of blaming everybody else for the things I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because of that. I'm trying and it's not working. And they're saying, these are the things you need to do. When you do them, then this is the result that it'll be. But I do believe you need to stabilize a little bit, is what they're trying to show me. And it's not going to be as easy as you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, Miss Linda has some advice for you as well, which is kind of where I was headed to, But Miss Linda knows a way to deliver it quick and concise, where I babble.
I believe she's blaming the mom because she feels like the mom is tattling on her or is not on her side. And I don't think that's the issue. The mom is on the best interest of the kid's side. And you're feeling like mom is not helping you. She is trying to take your kid from you. But I feel like she's trying to work in the best interest of the kid. And is dad a bad actor or a bad character who is a little bit abusive, verbally or physically? Did she confirm who it was in the house that wasn't supposed to be there? No.
No.
Okay. I think
She
Dad
said
is a
thank you.
bad actor.
She just thanked us. Thank you so very much. So much. Well, Amy, we wish you well. Again, the court is very specific on what they're asking you to do. Make sure that you do it. And if you do it, not abusive, but he used to play with infant. And then fracture happened. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Just follow through. Do what you're obligated to do. And when you show a sustained change and you're on definitely a different path, you will be rewarded. But know that it's in. But no matter what happens, Amy, no matter what happens, please understand and get this, make sure you understand this clearly. The court is truly trying to work with the child and with you to ensure that the child is the number one priority, and that child's health, safety, and welfare is the most important thing, if not the only thing that is being taken care of here. So even if you don't agree that the child may not be getting the love or whatever or the household, that doesn't matter. The point is the court has put that priority one, and they're working to that end. And the people whom are receiving the child, who have proven to the court, because again, they just can't say, hey, can you give me the child? I'd like to have the child. Can you? It doesn't work that way. They have to prove to the court that they can provide for the child, that they can give the child the nourishment, both physically and mentally, psychologically, and so forth and so on. So it wasn't a fluke that they wound up with your mom or whatever. So as you move forward, know that it is truly in the courts, from the court's point of view, they're doing the best thing they can do for the child. And they're asking you to do the same thing. And when you do perform what it is, they've given you an order. They've told you what you need to do. You look back in your paperwork. I guarantee they've told you what you need to do. You need to go through and see what you aren't doing, so therefore you can correct the situation. But again, if you have to put the child first too, because that's what the court's doing. Okay. Let's see. You guys are well worth. Jen says you guys are well worth taking your advice and listening to, because you guys are shockingly 100,000% on point and real. Wish I could put what you did for me and Irene into better words, and hugs. You guys help so much. Thank you. You're welcome, Jen. Absolutely. His correction plus I'm disguised. Not a problem.
What was Anjani's question? Like, the only question I saw from her was about, she kept saying, I would like to ask a question, but she never put a question. And the only question that I saw was when she first came on and she asked about a guy. So what is your question, Anjani?
Well, she said she was logging off. Did she leave?
If you logged off, then that's okay.
She said, gonna log off for the night. I'll probably catch you next time with Bonnie Don. Have a good night, everyone. So I think she left us.
Nope, the Aries, yeah. I'm not gonna do a love reading. But if you have a different question, I'll do that. I'm not gonna do a love reading. I think that's why we kept skipping you. And I said that in the beginning. I don't do love readings. That would have been Miss Bonnie earlier. But if you have a different question, then fine. But if it's only love, then no, I don't have anything for you. Sorry.
I love to love
All
you.
right. She said she'll wait for me. So Miss Bonnie will be back on Tuesday Wednesday next week.
Wednesday. Yep.
But make sure you're logged on to Bonnie's page.
No, I don't think she will. I thought Bonnie had mentioned that she has to do something, and Julie will be out of town. No, Julie's coming back in town, but I think I don't know for sure. I'm lying now. I don't know. For some reason, I thought Bonnie had told us.
Subscribe to Miss Bonnie's page, and there you go. She said
exactly.
Miss Bonnie's on. You're on her. But look at some of the readings that she has on her. I'm telling you, they're very good. They're very in depth, and though it seems like it's just a zodiac read, Miss Bonnie's very good. You may get some of the information that you need in there also.
Oh, she resonates, folks. She resonates. It's actually scary, because you're thinking, how is it that she can resonate with me knowing that this is meant for the general? She does resonate very much. The gal who is dating a man who rides a Harley and takes drugs, better leave now. Don't get back on that bike. Okay, Kay. Anybody, if that resonates with you, please take that word of advice. Miss Kay's giving you a hint. Not a hint. She's giving you a warning. That's a warning.
And they know exactly what she's saying.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if your boo thing rides a Harley Davidson and is on drugs, you better not get back on that bike. All right. Well, that's it. Don, this was great tonight. We had a good time. We went through those 2 hours so fast.
It was. And thank you guys. Remember, you guys make it possible because you bring the energy in. And if you bring good energy in, man, we have great reads. If the energy turns in a different direction, it can be difficult. So you all blessed us tonight, and we are very thankful. We'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And then Angie, you coming back on Sunday, this Sunday, or what's up with it? Oh no,
Every Sunday, me and Sherry Berry say we're gonna do it, but hopefully this Sunday we will be on there. I don't have anything planned thus far for Sunday. And I talked to Keenan. I said that we were gonna try to do something. So Sunday, 3 p.m. I will be on. Hopefully.
And is that 3-ish?
3-ish. Definitely ish.
Exactly. Got to throw that ish in there. Absolutely. And while we're at it, folks, tomorrow, I'll be back on tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be with Miss Shauna tomorrow morning, and we get started somewhere around 8-ish a.m. because we're doing it in the morning. So if you are interested to come back for more readings, there you go. And Johnny, you may want to come back tomorrow at that time as well. I don't know. But anyway, but then again, if you ask for love reading, I think Sean is going to give you the same thing that we gave you. So I don't know. Maybe you want to wait for Bonnie on that one. Anyway, but you're welcome to join us. And then Shauna is back on Monday by herself. Julie and Susan on Tuesday mornings. Again, if you subscribe to them, you'll find them and they'll pop up for you. Julie and Bonnie Wednesdays for love. And then Julie and Scott on Friday morning for not love. And more channeled messaging there. Every reader, by the way, is very different.
So you
if
have so
you
many
are not
opportunities to
on that day and that night, whatever it is, sometimes you will be connected and sometimes the energy flows and other times it will not. That does not mean that you permanently have that lack of relationship or connection. It just means on that day, at that time, that connection did not happen. So no matter whom you've read with in the past or in the future, make sure that you do not exclude them from one specific read. If it happens more than once, that's a point. But generally speaking, there are days and times where all of us will not necessarily, each of us individually, but again, as a whole, all of us have that same problem from time to time. There's times where we do not make that connection. And there's many reasons why it doesn't happen. It could be because, again, the wall that was built between us. It could be a nervousness where you put up an edge wall and that comes down over time. There's many reasons for it, or a night where the energy just isn't really connecting, and that happens as well. So know that you can have great readers whom on one day at one situation did not fire the full cylinders, and know that happens, but it doesn't mean that they're bad readers. Okay.
And look, me and Donna said, you know what, I'm just not connecting. I gave somebody a full read and they were like, nope, it's not me. And I said, oh, well, I'm just not connecting with you. I'm going to pull back and let Don read. Or sometimes they'll come back and be like, you know what, you were right. It was this person. I didn't remember that person. I wasn't ever. So be very open when we say stuff. And, a lot of times you're so focused on the thing that you want to hear that you disregard everything else. And Absolutely. If you go back and listen to it, like Donna usually tell you, hey, mark the time that you saw it and go back and listen, because during the time that you were listening to it, it's overwhelming and you're so excited and you're trying to type. But go back and listen to it again and hear it in its entirety without having to communicate with us back and forth, and you'll get the whole entire message.
Yep.
And you'll hear things that you may have missed the first time. Even I do that. The camaraderie, it lifts the spirits and it keeps the vibration up. And we love to have you in the chat at any time. So always feel free to come back and listen. I listen to every last one of them when they're on, whether I'm at work or not. I listen to everybody every single time because it makes the day go by faster. It's a high vibration and I just enjoy being in the chat with them all the time.
Yep. And again, that Angie just reminded me to say that because again, we've said that before. When you get a reading, go back, and usually we remind people, look at the time because it's up on that corner and it'll tell you, and you can go back and find it. And when you find it, you listen to it again. Listen to it 1 or 2 times more, because you will be amazed at what you missed, not because you intentionally wanted to miss it, but because you picked up on a word or you hooked on a memory or a thought about something that was triggered. And so your mind is here and you're cutting out about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of conversation. And when you tuned back in, you've missed something that you didn't realize you missed. And that could be key and pivotal to the whole reading for you. So again, go back and rewatch it from your timestamp on, and you'd be surprised what you find and what you hear that you did not pick up the first time. And it happens to us all of us. So it's not as though we're picking on anyone specific. I guarantee it. And we get readings. We are readers and we get readings, and we still do the same thing from time to time. It's like, wait a minute, I'm trying to think. And I'll give you an example. There was a woman who came in, and a spirit came in. It was a young man, and we were talking, and the woman, I said, well, then I can't help you because that's the only energy I'm picking up for you right now. And about a week later, she sent me a message, and she said, you were right. I did not realize, but this was my daughter's boyfriend, and he had died. And my mind was focusing on my family, and I didn't think about him. And that's who was coming in. And she said, as soon as that clicked, because I was talking to my daughter, and she's like, well, that's my boyfriend. And she's like, oh, shucks. And she said everything worked, but it didn't at the moment because she was focusing on her family, and she had a specific reading she was hoping to get. And she's like, yeah, that doesn't work. I don't know that it could be.
And Miss Jen Singleton, if you go on YouTube, you can go back to where your reading is. And if you put the time that you see it, so say it was at 13 minutes and 50 seconds. If you put that in the chat, every time you click on that video and you click it, it'll take you right to your part. YouTube also allows you to make shorts or to splice our stuff up. So you can go in there and say, start here and stop here and just have your own personal recording of your part of the video. You can go in and do that too. So Jen, you can go back and listen to it over and over and over and over again, especially on YouTube, where you can save it into your own playlist. I don't know about Facebook if it allows you to do that, but on YouTube, you can go right in there, find your reading, mark down in the comments where it was, and every time you come back and click that spot, it'll take you right to that reading, and you won't have to do anything but just click it. It'll take you right back to that spot in the reading, and then you can listen to it from that spot. So that's a good thing about doing a video, is that you can go back and listen to it. I'll go back, like some of the readings that were really, really good that I've gotten, I've bookmarked them or added them to my playlist and knew exactly what time they started and stopped. And then I'll go back and listen to it again and be like, well, what did they say? And you'll find out you missed so much information because you were overwhelmed, you were crying, you were taking notes, you were trying to type. So go back and listen to it again and see what good information you get.
Absolutely. Well, with that said, again, Kate just sending the reminder once again to whoever it is. It says the blonde gal who is dating the buff guy with tattoos, who is taking drugs and rides a Harley, needs to leave now. Don't get on.
Brittany Kittle said that's her. So there you go.
There you go, Brittany. You're getting a lot of messages tonight. Woohoo!
Listen, wasn't she the baby? Was she the baby too?
She's got the baby coming too.
Oh, listen, Brittany, is it his baby?
Not. Where's that shade fan? Angie, just pulling out that shade. Lord have mercy.
Wait, where my selenite? Let me clear my energy. I don't went to the other side. My bad. Don't answer that question, Brittany. Don't answer.
Oh my goodness. Take it all in fun, folks, because that's what it is. It's good energy here. With that said, we're out of here. Angie, have a great weekend. And everybody else, blessings, love, and light to you as well. And I'll be back tomorrow. And if you don't catch me then next week, Angie and I'll be back here doing the same thing.
Buy the book. Buy Don's book. Post the book
one more
time, Don.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. It's available on Amazon. Remember, folks.
Buy the book.
I'm sorry?
Review. A 5-star review.
5-star review. 5-star review, please. Yes, absolutely. And again, I was blessed that on the very first day, this was the #1 new release on Amazon. It's like, how cool is that, right? And available on Amazon. You just click on the link below. Or if you type in the ultimate power within, you don't have to type all the rest, just that alone, it'll usually pop up. And if not, type in my name, because I am the only Donald Rumer-Rivera you're going to find. I'm telling you, there is nobody else out there with that name.
Miss Jen Singleton, I don't know if the link shows up in Facebook, but it definitely shows up on YouTube. The link to so you can either point your phone to this QR code and get it, or if you're on YouTube, it shows you the link. I don't know if Facebook shows you the link like that, but definitely on YouTube it shows you the link. But again, like Don said, just go on Amazon and type in the Ultimate Power Within. Like, take a picture of that, type that in there, and it'll come right up. Or Don Rumer-Rivera.
Yep, and there you go. I typed it in for you, so that's the book link there.
Oh, there it is. I'll put it right there. There you go.
Yep, just to make sure. So, because I did notice that sometimes the picture link does not go into the typing link, where most times it does, but every once in a while it doesn't, and it drives me crazy too. So yes, click on that link and go there. The book is, and the books arrive fast. The funny part is everybody who orders the individual books get them within a day or two. And I order them as an author and I don't get them for 2 weeks. I'm like, what the heck is that about? You know, I ordered another 100 because I sold out of all my books that I had, and also Amazon selling theirs. And so it took me 2 more weeks to get them. They come Friday finally. So my extra 100 books come Friday. And folks, just so you know, that an author, when we buy our author books, which is the same book as everybody else buys, it's just the author gets them and they can sell them individually. That does not count against our count. So we can't run our count of books sold up because it doesn't work that way. When we buy them as authors, that does not count toward our books of sales. And so it's not about that.
Jen, listen, I'm right with you, because as soon as I get to Don, he's signing my book. I keep my book with me, so that as soon as I get next to him, he gonna sign it in there. We want you to sign our book. And he's doing a book signing. Like, he's serious. Yeah. Don just said he's doing a book signing this weekend.
And
so
then
yes,
one more week later. Yep.
There you go.
And then, Miss Linda, you are right. Susan, I just finished editing her second edition. I went through and we cleaned it up and got rid of some things, and it looks better. And then we added a chapter to her book. And so my publishing company is publishing her second book, and it is due out, I think, on the 3rd. So on the 3rd, it should go live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it'll say second edition underneath it. You'll know the difference. And of course, the imagery on even the cover will look quite a bit different one to the other. Yep. So.
Well, he doesn't sign them when they come from Amazon, unless you're like you meet up with him. So when they come from Amazon, they're not signed.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready to set up on my webpage under Sonoran Mystic Tarot. When you buy the book, you'll buy it from me direct. But for now, it's on Amazon. So when you buy, even on my website, it'll take you to Amazon. So, but yeah, eventually it'll be, and then I'll sign the ones that I mail.
Miss Cassandra, yes, we can see your post on to you tonight. We had a lot of new people, and we wanted to get some new people in that we hadn't read before. And tonight we got a lot of new people in. So I was happy to see that.
Super. Yeah, just go to the website. It's sonoranmystictarot.com, Jen. sonoranmystictarot.com. Go there, and you'll see it says order my book. It's on the very top, and when you do, it'll take you. So you're good to go there.
And even if you're friends with on here on Facebook with Don or with me, go to Don's page, and then it'll be a link for you to also on Facebook to order the book. So on his page, it's posted all over. So there's many ways you can find it.
And on Instagram, it's one of the links up top. When you click on my links, it's right under one of those as well. So I've kind of covered all the bases as best I can.
Yeah. So
Miss Linda says she'd rather get her signed in person. Well, Miss Linda, we will have to make that happen. Absolutely.
Listen, I got time. I know where you at. I'll have my book with me. You can sign it whenever.
And if I make food, Kina will come. I guarantee it.
Especially that chicken meal that you made for her that one time. She has not forgotten it.
I hear you. It was good, actually. I must admit. Right. All right, everybody.
Listen, you guys, you'll love the book. I'm not even playing. All this week, I've just been saying over and over and over our affirmation, because it's been a rough week energetically. And I've just been every morning waking up just saying it over and over and over and over. The affirmations work, I'm telling you.
Absolutely. And in the book, it goes into the university research that provides that basis that says that it works. Again, so there's been research on this, which is wonderful as well. Psyche-Palooza.
Exactly, Miss Linda. Yeah, I think Kim Colby said she'll be here in August too, because I think her brother who lives here will be back from his deployment, and I think she said she'll be here in August too. So.
Oh, we're gonna have to work around that. Yes, that would be nice. Got to get the pencil out and get some scheduling doing. Absolutely. Well, good night, everybody. Again, thank you so much, and we will talk tomorrow morning for those who show up, and if not, then we'll see you again next week. Have a great one, Miss Angie.
Good night.